We want your bananas.
She took my banana.
You know, it sounded like Minions.
Oh my god. Welcome back for another episode of the Moonpiece Podcast. We are back again with everything anime, pop culture, rap, or anything in between. We are your hosts. I am Kimmy, and here we have
Cuanta la mela.
Danny and
Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait,
and we got Corey.
Oh, you still watching that pop star shit, huh?
Nah, it's a TikTok.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Damn. A TikTok? That's bringing back memories back in the day.
What? A TikTok?
It's still
that
relevant.
song.
You mean Vine?
Oh, that song. Yeah, actually, I just found out that song was like from 2003. I never heard it until the TikTok.
That's crazy. Oh my
Was
god.
it the yeahs or the banana jammers? I don't know. Bananas and pajamas. One of them.
It was a jam. It was a jam back in the day. All right, so let's hop into it, guys. What are we watching? What are we playing? What are we doing? What are we up to?
All right, I'll start off. I finished Dexter, guys.
Oh, finally.
Was it worth it?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I highly enjoyed the show.
Really? No bad ending?
Yeah, of course it was bad.
I think that that's very debatable.
Subjective.
I think that I can obviously see why people did not like the ending. You have to remember, like, Dexter ran for like 8 to 9 years. Like,
Okay.
people were invested. Like, this was the show back in the day. I remember a lot of my friends watched it. I never really got into it. But when you're invested in a show like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Sopranos, like all these other shows, you have expectations. I mean, look, JJK My Hero just ended. A lot of people were disappointed. A lot of people wanted A, B, and C to happen. And the same could be said for Dexter. And things didn't go down a certain way that I even thought it was going to go down, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't a terrible ending.
Okay.
Of course, things happened that probably put a lot of people off, but it is what it is. Like when you're doing a show about a serial killer,
Yeah.
there's only a few things that can happen.
Yeah.
Is he really going to have a happy ending? I don't know what people were expecting for this guy.
That's true.
It could be like was it Light from Death Note?
Yeah.
What happens to him?
Spoilers.
Well, if you ain't see it, let's not.
That's true.
ruin it for you.
It's 20 years.
Well, that's I don't want to ruin that for you.
I'm
He didn't
never
get a
going to
happy
watch
ending.
it.
You're never gonna
I'm
watch
never going to watch Death
Why?
Note.
Death Note. It's so short.
I don't
That's
know.
50 episodes.
Never.
Is it really? It's only 50?
52?
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like,
I mean, I can see you finding it boring.
That's why I'm like,
Damn,
I
how
don't
did
know.
this turn into a Death Note conversation?
It's a classic.
I know it's a
honestly.
classic.
It's the original I know that you know that I know that you know.
I ate a bag of chips.
Is it?
I reached in the bag and ate it.
I mean, you're over your like emo phase, so I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not gonna get into it, then you didn't like those.
Yeah,
two
I guess the
episodes.
window passed. Basically, bro, he died. The main character.
They got him.
They got him?
They got him red-handed.
Yeah.
Got the diddler.
Yeah. Damn, not the yo. Let's just say we at the Moonpiece Podcast do not condone the actions of anything that the diddler is doing. But yo, the city is really turning into Gotham. Our mayor was arrested.
Thank God. Out of here.
Thank God. Like, you have never seen a city so happy about a mayor getting arrested.
Ever.
The mayor got arrested. The diddler got caught in Central Park.
Oh, it was in Central
Was
Park.
it in Central Park?
He was chilling in Central Park.
Wow.
Like an hour before he got arrested, he was just in Central Park. There's a video of him just soaking in the vibes.
Wow. Before getting arrested?
On a cool September day.
That's crazy.
They got him.
Yeah, bro. He is baby oil.
Psychos.
1,000 bottles.
1,000 bottles.
Anyways, what else are you watching?
Well, one thing. So I started the sequel series that came out, Dexter New Blood.
Oh.
It came out. So not really necessarily a spoiler, but he doesn't die at the end of his show. So there was, and I think that's why some people were upset. I don't know, maybe they wanted him to die. But when you have a really popular show like that, money
Capitalism,
me
baby.
now, give me money. So of course the sequel series was inevitable, and that came out back in 2022. And there's only one thing I want to say. So he has a son, and his son has tendencies, much like Dexter does, right? But we don't really know the extent of it. And I think that this one thing that he did in the sequel series is probably worse than anything Dexter has ever done.
Oh God.
In that 8 seasons of Dexter.
What did he do?
So this kid starts at a new school and
How old is this kid?
16,
Okay.
17.
Already cooking.
Right.
Already cooking. He's 16.
He like makes friends with like some of the jocks and like the cool kids at the school, and you know he's in the in crowd, and some of the jocks in the school. Again, this is like in some hick town in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
And some of the jocks are like texting this one like nerdy otaku kid that they go to high school with, and they're catfishing him, sending him nudes of this one girl, like, oh, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. And the kid, his name is Harrison. Dexter's son's name is Harrison. He sees that and goes over to the kid later on and is like, hey, Jack's like catfishing you. Like, that's not real. Like, don't like cut the shit. Right. And then they pulled a prank on the jock by like sending him like a edited picture of him. I don't know. They like pulled a prank on him. And then the bully went to go beat up on the otaku kid, and Harrison like grabbed the guy by his throat and pushed him up against the locker. And honestly, it was pretty cool. It was pretty badass.
Was
right?
it giving Sasuke and Itachi?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. He made quick work of this kid.
Oh no.
So now Harrison's in with this otaku, right? They're like, this guy's like, you stood up for me. Like, these guys have been bullying me my whole life. You have no idea. Like, makes me so mad. Whatever, right? They're FaceTiming like later on. He's like, man, I just want to say thank you again for what you did for me.
Okay.
Right? Like, oh, you have no idea what these kids like made me go through. Like, can I show you some drawings that like I've like done? Because like I'm low key kind of like an artist, right? Because he's like inspired from anime, and he's showing him like his picture book and everything. And unfortunately, it's very like graphic and violent things, like very school shooter-ish.
Oh.
Right? And Harrison seeing this, he's like, oh, that's no good. So fast forward. The otaku kid picks up Harrison so that they could go to school, right? It's a normal day, right? Dexter's like doing his own thing. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? There's a situation at the school. You need to get down here ASAP. He's like, okay, I'm on the way. He shows up to the school. Harrison's like got like a knife wound in his chest, and he's like, what happened? What happened? He's like, oh, the kid's name is Ethan. The otaku kid, his name's Ethan. He's like, Ethan, he came at me with a knife, and like I don't know what happened. Like, he showed me like all these pictures, and he said he was being bullied and he wanted to shoot up the school, and he wanted me to do it with him. And I said, no, Dad. I said, no. And he just came at me with a knife, and he stabbed me. And then like I took the knife and I stabbed him, and he just like, he started bleeding and I didn't know what to do, and blah, 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 right? So everyone's like hailing him as a hero. Harrison's the hero of this town. Meanwhile, this kid's the otaku kid's in a coma. He hasn't woken up. Right, Dexter seeing this, the crime scene. He was a forensics guy with Miami, right? So he's seeing the knife wound, he's seeing the blood spatter on the floor, and he's like,
"You little bitch!
You said he came at you? How? What angle? Like, how did he come from?" And Harrison's like, Dad, what do you? Harrison has no idea that Dexter's a serial killer.
Yeah.
So he like got defensive real quick. He's like, you don't believe me? You don't believe your son? What? Everyone's calling me a hero, and you're calling me a liar. Oh! Yeah. There's like mad drama. Dexter like goes back. He like tests the blood. Harrison goes to the hospital where the kid's staying at, and he's like, the kid's parents are there, and he's like, hey, I wanted to check how Ethan's doing, you know? And the mom comes out and she's like, everything was okay until you showed up. Why didn't you tell us that there was a problem with Ethan? We could have helped him. The parents have to move towns because they're getting death threats. Like, your kid is going to shoot up the school, everything like that. The mom goes away. She's crying. And the father's like, we don't even know if Ethan's going to wake up. And if he does wake up, he's going to juvie. He's going to a mental institution. That's it. His life's cooked, and we have to move. Done. Don't ever show your face here again, but thank you for what you did, because things would have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So then, long story short, Dexter really confronted his son and was like,
what the fuck, bro?
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. What really happened? And he's like, okay, yeah, I like set the whole thing up. I knew that he might have done something, so like I put him in a situation to make myself look like a hero. And ruined this whole kid's life just so he can make himself that guy in high school.
That's crazy.
Listen, Dexter killed hundreds of people.
You like the big, that's what Ayana Koji should have been?
Oh my God, Ayana Koji. He hasn't done anything near as cool as that. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Ayana Koji is the main character in Classroom of the Elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Dexter's great. I'm really liking Dexter. I'm almost done with the second series, and I think there's another sequel series that's actually a prequel that's coming out next year.
What the
Y'all
hell?
are getting milked.
Right?
Now I gotta say y'all because now you in too deep.
Give it to
Yeah.
me. I'm ready. I also finished Sex in the City. That's it. All 6 seasons. I watched
Okay.
both
I don't even
movies.
remember. I forgot that you was even watching.
Me
This shit,
too.
Bro.
That was like I started back in like May. That was like a super slow burn that
Yeah.
we would watch like in between. I thought it was a great series. Start to
Okay.
finish, I think Sex in the City is really good. I think everybody could take a little bit away from it, men, women, like of all ages. Especially like again, it's a show that takes place in New York. I mean, it's a different like group of people. It's a different social class, if I'm being honest.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's great. I think the movies are great. I know you watched the first movie. You briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, I just watched the movie.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know
I
how
watched
she
the
ended up
movie.
with Big.
Big is trash.
So
bro.
bad. So bad.
Big is
Every
so
step of the way.
trash,
Like, why would you
bro.
go back?
How?
Ridiculous.
He looks so corny.
Yeah.
I think so too. What?
He looks so corny.
We all know Carrie's the real villain in this.
Yo, she is one of the most toxic characters I've
Mm-hmm.
ever seen.
Which one
on
is
TV.
Carrie?
the
Carrie-
main character.
Sarah
main
Jessica
character?
Parker.
Oh, why?
She's
Terrible
a
friend. Terrible
bad
friend.
friends, makes
Do you
terrible
watch Sex in the
decisions.
City too?
I watched bits and pieces. My mom liked it a lot, so I would catch things. And I also watched the movie. But it's like literally what's the blonde girl's name? Sarah?
Samantha.
No, Samantha. Yeah, Samantha's out here. She's vibing, you know,
She's the
being a
best
good
character in
friend.
the show.
Yeah, she's the best character.
She has the best
mad
advice.
funny.
So realistic.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great friend. Sarah Jessica Parker's character, she's the kind of friend that like you'll make dinner plans with, and she'll be like 15 minutes late, and you'll be like, "Yo, where are you at?" "Oh, well, Big came over with like Thai food, and so we're eating at the apartment."
no.
Exactly. Like, what you
She's-
mean?
She's that person.
I know.
God, that's the worst when you have a friend that just like forgets all their friends when they get into a relationship.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate
and
that.
she's a cheater. She's cheated.
They both
She
cheated.
cheated with Big on like probably like
Oh,
her
so that's
best
how she got
relationship.
big?
Oh,
No. Big was like a toxic boyfriend to her. Like he led her on, then he broke up with her, and then she kept going back to him. So you know, in the
Ridiculous.
first one, they get married.
Yeah, but the way it happened in the movie, bro, bailed.
Yeah, he left.
He bailed.
But at the end, they went to the courthouse,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So remember, in the show, she was
You
with
say
this
it, remember,
other guy.
I've never seen the show.
No. I'm just saying, remember that fun fact.
Okay.
Because in the show, she dated this guy, Aiden. I don't know if you know Aiden. He was probably one of the best boys of the series, right? She cheated on Aiden with Big after Aiden was like, "I'm not comfortable with you hanging out with your ex-boyfriend." She's like, "No, it's cool. We're just friends." Wink, wink.
Ugh.
Right? She cheated on him. So fast forward, we watch the movie. She gets married to Big, right? Second movie takes place in
Wait. Oh no! Don't tell me the drama continues.
Oh, it's always gonna continue. It's Sex in the
second
City.
movie takes place in Abu Dhabi, right? For reasons. Guess who? And Carrie goes with the girls. Big stays in New York. Guess who Carrie runs into in Abu Dhabi of all places?
Ooh.
Aiden,
Ooh.
who's also married with children.
Oh.
Guess what happens?
Oh no.
She kisses Big in Abu Dhabi while they were on a
You mean Aiden?
date. Aiden,
Yeah.
in Abu Dhabi. She cheats on Big with Aiden.
That's so messy. It's so messy.
You're 6 seasons in, 2 movies in, and you're
Sex
still
in
doing the
City,
same shit.
baby.
Oh my god.
Oh, Carrie,
Ridiculous.
hands down one of the most
I
toxic
don't know how
people.
this turned into a Sex in the City
Wild.
discussion. We're never gonna make it to the final plot of this podcast.
Okay.
Love is Blind season 7 started.
Not watching. Nope. What? I told you, I'm out the game.
It's all right. This one takes place in DC. The first 6 episodes just dropped yesterday on Netflix. I'm gonna watch it. Everyone at work is already talking about it. I'm already seeing my Instagram feed just being loaded up with Love is Blind memes. I
Great.
think there's an ensemble of characters on there that's gonna make the season.
Maybe we should find you a guest to talk about it on a live stream with.
All right.
Listen, buddy, don't tease me like that. All right.
Maybe we could just have you and Natalie just
Go in.
take the reins from
Right.
us, live stream from us.
Amazing.
What was Oh no, we don't know anybody else that watches Love is Blind, huh?
Maybe Sachi at best.
Possibly.
She watches Love Island. I know that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Survivor season 47 started, guys.
Ridiculous.
still going.
47.
Yo,
Still going. We look mad disappointed. We was
I'm
like,
like,
he's still going with this.
yo, it's a good show, guys. And again, like the characters on this show.
But like, you know what to expect every season now, bro. You know.
I don't know, guys. I saw this one guy on this show. he should not have done that. Like, I've never seen somebody like this before on reality TV on any way, shape, or form. This guy is so. You know how like sometimes you'll watch like documentaries of cults and you're like, what kind of people like are suckers that fall for this? He's that guy.
Oh yeah, bro.
They're like, he just wants to be in so bad. He like got drafted with this one team and he's so insecure. He sees this one girl. I don't even remember her name, but he like latches onto that one girl. Like, hey, I trust you. I think it should be you and me. And like we should like meet up every morning. We'll like meet up during the sunset. We'll do yoga and we'll strategize. You know, like I'll wake you up and then some days you'll wake me up and everything like that. And she's like, yo, chill.
Like, yo, relax.
We shouldn't be seen like that because then people will come after us and they'll try to divide us. Like you're putting a target on our back. Like let's just take it easy. It's day 2, right?
Yeah.
This kid. He doesn't take it easy. All right. There's this other guy who's apparently like some podcaster. I already forgot the name of his podcast.
The Moon Piece podcast.
Obviously.
It's Danny Guy Surprise. He's on there.
Oh man. No, I wish.
No.
Continue.
Well, if Danny goes to Survivor, we will be taking applications, I guess.
I
don't know.
Temporarily.
He's not coming back.
No. Because I'll be a millionaire because I'll win that shit. No. There's this other guy. He's like, they're both cracking coconuts, right? And they're struggling to crack it. This other guy, the podcaster, he cracks it. Everyone's like, oh my God, good job, Josh. That's great, right? Then this guy who I'm talking about, the guy I'm talking about, his name is Andy. He cracks the coconut open. No one says anything, right? The next day, a challenge takes place and their team loses the challenge. So because of that, one person has to get voted out. This guy, Andy, get like the guy, he like, as the challenge is going on, he like passes out onto the floor, right? He's like panting and heavily breathing, and the host goes over, he's like, hey Andy, are you all right? He's like, yeah, I really let myself down. Mind you, the challenge is still going on, so the host is like, okay, you're good, all right guys, come on, you still got to do this and this, right? Challenge is over, they lose, and he goes back to Andy, so like, why don't you talk to us about like what happened to you in that moment? Man, you know, I saw we were losing and like everything hit me at once. And Josh over here, like, I really thought at some point, like I was going to have to like send him home tonight. I was going to have to betray him. And he's like my best friend on this show. And like to have these thoughts, it was just so overwhelming. Like, you don't know what it's like to be on this island. Like, I feel so alone. Like the other day I like opened a coconut and Josh opened a coconut and everyone cheered for Josh, but no one cheered for me. You know how like alone, like how alone I felt.
Nobody cheered when you opened the coconut. You sound like Johnny from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Shut up.
Crazy.
And what's crazy, so everyone already sees how Andy's breaking down. They're like, oh, we can't trust Andy.
Yeah.
Especially that one girl that he was like, I need you to, like, you're my partner. I think she wants to stay the fuck away from him, right?
She saw the crazy up close.
That night, he like pulls her for a chat in the middle of the night after everyone literally just goes to sleep. And she's like, this is the worst thing you can do because no one is asleep. They're clearly watching us go scurry off in the middle of the night because you're having a panic attack. And she's like, what's wrong? I just wanted to talk, you know, I just wanted to see like how you're doing. She's like, are you kidding me right now? Yo, they go to the elimination at the end of the night and everyone's like, okay, we're going to send home Andy, right? They do the elimination thing. They sent home Josh, the podcaster, because they're like, yo, we're going to keep Andy as a shield. And then in the next episode, after like you see what happens after like Josh got sent home, Andy's like, I know my role now, guys. Like I'm the lightning rod. Like I'm totally cool with that. Like I just want to like have a role and like belong. So like I'm totally cool with what you guys do.
So he's Yuji?
Not even.
No.
Don't do that to my boy. No.
He's a cog.
Close.
He's a cog.
No, absolutely.
But yeah,
that's crazy.
Some people really shouldn't be on reality TV, and this guy, unfortunately, is not one of them. I wish him nothing but the best, but he's not off to a hot start, guys.
Yeah.
Yikes. Big yikes.
Well, that's it for me.
What about you, Corey? What are you watching?
All right. So I've been on an excursion. I've been on a journey these past couple.
A journey?
Because when last time we record? It's been like a month now, maybe?
Yeah, no, like 3.5 weeks.
3 weeks?
Wow, it's been a minute.
So I saw Megalopolis.
What's that?
Oh, no, you didn't.
What is that?
It's that new movie with, what's the guy who played Kylo Ren?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
That
I completely
guy.
forgot his name.
So I saw Megalopolis.
Did you go to the cinema?
Go to the cinema?
The cinema.
Did you go to the cinema?
What is this? Where else was I going to go? It just came out.
I don't know. Maybe you got sources. You got that black box?
No.
No.
So
What happened? So what is this movie? I've never heard of this.
I can't tell you.
What do you
Did it
mean?
make sense?
I heard it was.
I don't know what to tell you.
I heard it was
Genuinely
bad.
don't know. I don't even.
Was it a good movie?
I don't know.
You don't understand it.
I don't know.
You have to watch it another time.
No.
No, he said no.
No.
Don't do that to me.
It was Aubrey Plaza.
Okay.
Looked fucking oof. Her name was Wow something. And so her and Shia LaBeouf, they had like
Shia LaBeouf's in it?
Shia LaBeouf.
everybody.
I heard it had a good stacked cast.
Missandei from Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito's in it.
What?
Yeah. Villain and everything.
He's a villain and everything. Yeah.
Bro, this movie had so many interesting visual effects, but the plot. This movie was not made for anybody but the guy who made it. I forgot his name. Something Coppola. Something Coppola, right? This movie was only made for him.
Wow.
Only made for him.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Had a budget of 120 million.
Megalopolis was only made for Francis Ford Coppola, bro. It was a budget of $120 million. They made 5% of the budget back.
5%.
5% of the budget back. And when I tell you something, when I saw this movie, like I never want to see it again.
Damn.
But I can't call it a bad movie because there were elements, and I was trying to shoot the movie bail the whole time while I was watching.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I think I see the vision. I think I see the, and then something would happen. I'm like, what's happening? What happened? What?
That's insane.
Like, bro had the ability to stop time, but not really, because it was supposed to be like a metaphor. But other people saw it happen, but it was a metaphor.
Is this
What?
an acid trip of a movie?
It sounds.
Son, if you've seen Megalopolis, you know why I can't explain what I watched.
Okay. Good to know.
Just don't watch it.
Say
It's
less.
like it's one of those things that like not even somebody who is a cinephile could be on some like, no, you just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like even the most nerdiest of nerds for like movies and cinema and like cinematography or the biggest copers for
Yeah.
Coppola
Yeah.
can't shoot this shit bail. son.
No, literally, the one tweet I saw about it was like, it was saying like, this is the review I was hoping to write, and it's like this big long one that said like it was really good, all the cast and everything. It's like, this is the review that got the most likes. It's like, this movie sucked megacocalypse.
Bro, I just did like everybody seemed like they was acting in a different movie. There was a million different plots going on. There was just don't watch it. And if you want to find out for yourself, go ahead, but don't be mad at me. Right?
Facts.
You just can't trust movies that have all-star casts. I'm sorry, you can't.
The cast seems so good.
You can't
and
trust
the
me.
concept
So you
of the
got to give
trailer,
them a good plot.
but even the trailer made it look like, okay, this could be cool. He's just
Yeah.
trying to make New York
Visual-
City into a utopia, and it's like as if like the United States was actually still the Roman Empire and still controlled by the Roman Empire.
Oh.
But it was falling apart. I don't even know, bro. I don't know.
Wild.
I'll just move on.
Yeah.
I'll move on. I also watched Breakfast at Tiffanys for the first time.
Ooh, nice. I don't think I fully watched it.
That movie is garbage. I
Really?
cannot
Oh,
believe. Like, I was thinking that maybe I grew up watching Turner Classic Movies with my mom and shit like that. So I have no biases of being like, that movie's old. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with people getting a little bit of
Yeah.
swing and all that shit like
Yeah.
that. I'm cool with that. This movie, she was only at Tiffany's twice, and the only time she had breakfast at Tiffany's was in the first 30 seconds of the movie, and she never had breakfast at Tiffany's again.
Oh.
I was lied to.
Oh.
So then why
She
is it
had
all-
cool outfits.
Okay.
The plot was all over the place. I didn't know what was going on. I don't even like cats, bro. And she kicked the whole cat out of a cab, and her cat that she refused to give a name and only called a cat, and threw it out in the rain out of a taxi.
What?
There was a white dude that was a Chinese character for no reason.
A white
even
guy
know-
who was a Chinese kid?
This came out in 1961, I believe.
Yeah,
1961.
1961.
Yeah. I forgot the name of the actor. I guess some comedian from back then. He played a Chinese character, and I was like, oh my god, y'all are going for it, bro. Like the character's name is something Go Lightly. She was just like, she is definitely the poster girl for I think the original City Girl.
Audrey
Okay.
Hepburn.
Aubrey Hepburn in that movie, whatever her name, Go Lightly, is the original City Girl.
Okay.
And that's what I learned from that movie. But other than that, even for that movie coming out in that time, that shit was stupid.
Okay.
almost as stupid as Megalopolis.
Good to know.
People talk so highly about that
I
movie.
know.
People go to Tiffany's because of the movie.
Yeah.
And I hear it's not even that good.
I get it for the fits.
Yeah, I think it's about the
she
fits.
slayed the whole time, right?
Okay.
She was an independent woman, independent woman.
Independent.
She was in her bag. She was the original city girl, and I respect it. The movie was just stupid,
Okay.
even for that age.
Good to know.
Watching Industry,
What's
Yeah,
that?
so I've been seeing your journey.
I'm caught up. Well, not caught up yet. I'm halfway through season 3. It
Okay.
has been giving me nothing but anxiety because I work in an industry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what industry, but it's.
It's an industry.
Yeah.
So it's a show about,
You ever heard the show Succession?
I've heard of it.
Think about Succession, kind of in a way. Mad Men, some of those other shows.
Like
Where it's
Euphoria and Succession.
yes, Euphoria and Succession, where it's like people work in like a financial firm, financial institution, like a banking thing, and like a bunch of like new graduates because it's like a dog eat dog, you know, tough shit, and like finance bros, you know, they're a little crazy. So it's a lot of
man in finance.
drugs, a lot of sex, a lot.
I believe it.
Like a lot.
How much?
A lot.
Oh.
I genuinely was just like taken aback. I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be this much in here.
Yeah, I feel like every time, because Natalie watches it all the time, she loves that show.
I feel like I'm borderline watching porn, bro.
Oh.
I bet like when it's happening, because like I'm not gonna lie, it'd be some quality.
Quality
Porn with plot.
ass?
No, I mean like
'Cause-
just like the way it's shot,
PWP.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
shot.
like the angles and the,
the
camera
angles,
work.
the camera work, like
It's art.
it's art.
That's what we call PWP.
What's PWP?
Porn with plot.
Porn with
I never heard that before, that acronym.
That's what we call in the writing.
oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the nasty girls, the nasty girls. I forgot. They definitely know about porn with plot.
I mean, this is HBO. That's like their bag.
That's their thing.
I'm enjoying it. It gives me a lot of anxiety because it's just like this girl is essentially, she lies about having gone to college, so she comes to go work at a job in London at a finance institute and saying that she actually graduated from Binghamton, but she never actually graduated. So she's basically sneaking in there and trying to use whatever wit she has to work and kind of sell. It's Wall Street type shit. You know what I mean? Wolf of Wall Street type level shit. And she's essentially always getting into trouble. She is definitely a narcissistic, crazy person. This is not somebody you're rooting for them, but you definitely know that they ain't shit.
Facts.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I'm enjoying it. It's fun. Jon Snow is in. The reason why I started watching is because everybody yelled at me on TikTok
Oh.
for saying, "What do you mean? But this actor is actually in this show from Game of Thrones, and Pedro Pascal's doing.
okay.
Pedro Pascal's doing great. What
Oh,
do you
yeah.
mean?" And,
Pedro
like,
Pascal's
Pascal
like,
was in like
he's in everything.
like everybody in the comments was coming at me on some like, bro, you guys are talking about a whole bunch of people that was in one season.
Yeah.
half of it probably.
Not really, bro. Like
Literally,
5
yeah.
episodes at best. Like whoop-de-doo. You guys pick side people. The main cast,
That's a
sure,
whole
they
different-
have a couple good movies, right? A good couple shows, maybe. But like
Debatable.
they're not critically acclaimed, taken well.
Yes.
Even if you enjoyed some of those movies.
Yes.
But Kid Harington is in season 3.
Okay.
He's all right.
He's doing good in it. I like it in season 3.
Good for him.
It's good to see him just
It's
be
just
like
a different
normal
vibe.
guy.
Yeah, different vibe altogether. Definitely a scumbag in this. So it's like just
Oh,
different
yeah?
to see him be a scumbag.
Wow.
A little fun fact: the character he plays has a piss fetish.
Oh no.
That's the only thing I took away from season 3.
Oh, you watched it.
I wasn't gonna give it away.
I watch it while like I do the dishes.
Okay,
like, it's
yeah.
in the background.
It's a laundry show.
It's definitely
not for me.
No.
No, I don't.
This is put some respect on it.
Okay.
Not a laundry show. No. Show. This is television.
I only say I'm washing the dishes
Because he doesn't watch it.
Yeah, my girlfriend watches it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go wash
Yeah.
the dishes.
It's just
Okay.
on and he's doing activity while she's watching it.
Okay.
like she'll be here, and
It's,
it'll be literally.
it's
like,
not this
Okay,
ain't,
okay.
This ain't this is like Game of Thrones. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's HBO shows. Like you gotta
That level.
treat those with more respect. Like you
Okay.
gotta actually watch those. But
it's all dialogue and plot. things
yeah,
like that.
I don't know half the shit they talking about because it's finance jargon, but it's fucking interesting. So I'm enjoying industry, and I'm trying to think what else I got. I mean, other than that's like anime stuff, so I won't get too much into that. So what are you watching, Kimmy?
I finished Go Loser Ranger.
Finally,
Wow.
that was
Yeah.
mad long ago.
I
I
know.
didn't even finish it. If I'm being
I know.
honest.
Where you didn't finish it?
Really?
I got to like episode like 10.
It's
when
only-
It's only 12.
I know, guys. I
Wild.
fell off.
There's only 2 episodes left. That's crazy.
You
'cause
know
that's
where
when
I-
it's like
What a
in it.
tease.
You know where I fell off when the blue Ranger met up with the villain.
Yeah.
Didn't care anymore. You was like, I don't like the Blue Ranger.
I don't know. It's just that whole test in the parking garage took way too long. I'm like, I'm over it.
It's a little bit, but then it gets crashed, you know?
Yeah, they you gotta finish it. We can't say it.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's good. I liked it a lot. I actually look forward to it, and I like how, not much of a spoiler, but like he
Nah, spoil him. Fuck him.
he's
No, I don't care. Yeah.
for those of you guys who don't remember, Go Loser Ranger was the show that we were talking about. That's like very Power Rangers-esque, but also mixed in with the boys. So what if the Power Rangers were an entity kind of thing that was like a bad corporation, and this one guy who's one of the bad guys technically wants to come take them down, and it's been really good. I liked it a lot, and it's I very much wait for season 2.
Nice.
I like that he stood on business to the end. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can say it. You can say it.
No, he stood on.
Yeah, he just stood on business, bro.
He stood on business till the
like,
end.
you almost think that bro was about to be on some. I think I seen the error in my ways.
Yeah.
Nah.
He said, "Nah, bitch."
Nah. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I want to fuck this shit up even more.
He basically goes, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
Yeah.
I'm out. Like, it's great.
He's an ally.
So love that. I'm also spooky season is here. We're loving that, and Agatha all along has been great.
Down the richest road. I have
It's
to watch
so
it. I just know the song.
It's so good. Okay, you have to catch up. There's apparently going to be 9 seasons. 4 have come out so far.
9 episodes?
Sorry, yes, 9 episodes.
I said 9 seasons, so
No.
you're watching One Piece.
I wish. No.
You wish.
No. I wish that it was 9 seasons, not One Piece.
Okay, I'm just saying.
So yes, Agatha all along has been really good. Since I know you don't really watch a lot of the Marvel stuff,
None of the
I
Marvel
will
stuff.
say so. Agatha basically came from, if you remember, the WandaVision show. So she's one of the characters from there. She's basically the witch that helped tamper with the Scarlet Witch's like discovery and all that stuff. The Darkhold evil spell book and all that stuff. Really good. And it's been a really fun time. I like the creativity they're coming with this. Have you heard anything from it?
I know a little bit of like the plot that's going on, but I haven't really dug in too much. I just cannot hide from the song
Yes.
and the fact that, Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
Auntie, wow.
Yeah, so it's been going really well. She's been a couple episodes so far, and I'm liking it. I'm liking also the different aesthetics because, like, as we know, so it's a witch. It's a show about witches, and they basically it's not much of a spoiler because obviously it's in the trailer, but she gets this group of witches that have all lost their powers somehow, and they go to walk the witches' road to get their powers back, and it turns into quite the journey. So they have to go through these trials, like witches trials, and each one of them is super different aesthetics. So like one of them, they walk into a house and they're all like in Beverly Hills outfits like moms. The second one they walked into, and it's all like disco themed, and like those. The third one we're seeing from the trailer, there's gonna be like a Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
What's the Wizard of Oz? There we go, like a Wizard of Oz theme. Like, it's very cool what they're bringing together and all that stuff. So very much liking that. I'm back on still watching Cowboy Bebop. I started coming back to it. It's
Don't even talk about
Yo,
it's fun. It's not a show you can binge. I will say that's
I
fine.
agree.
Yeah,
No, I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
You
I agree.
can't.
It's good sporadically,
Yes.
and because you watched it a little bit growing up, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, I never watched it straight through growing up.
Yes.
It was just one of those things that, like,
It was on.
whatever would be on at 1 a.m.
You had no
So
control.
I had no control over.
Well, it's fine because there's really no succession to it. There's maybe 1 or 2 episodes that have like
Yeah.
connecting, but otherwise it's like I was like, I can't.
Miscellaneous
binge
adventures.
this. Yeah, you
It's like
can't binge
watching
this.
a whole arc of filler.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like shit is happening, but and I do wish every now and again a new show would come out like that to give a different flavor.
Yeah.
But whatever. So that's been fun. Also, yes, I finally finished Wistoria Wand And Sword. So
Ooh, I mean, we both, honestly,
yeah.
we did it for Danny, guys. We did it for Danny.
Let's go.
Okay, so
Jesus.
Yo.
To recap, you guys, Wistoria Wand And Sword is another magical school show. It's newly come out this season, I think it was.
Yeah. It
so
came out. It's a summer anime.
yes, so it just came out, really popular right now.
It just ended last week. So
Yeah.
Season.
I
Yeah,
had
but the manga is still in circulation with Kodansha.
I had to start it in English, and I finished the last 2 episodes in Japanese.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
It's from the same guy who did Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? You know that, right?
Stop trying to get me to watch that show again.
No, you
I
already watched
tapped
it.
it. I said
That's
again.
fine.
I said again.
Yeah, no.
Like I'm
Have
not
you ever
coming
watched
back.
it?
no, I want to. I heard
I know.
it's good.
I know y'all calling me Rent-A-Corey. I know I like Rent-A-Girlfriend. But I'm not coming
so
back.
funny.
What? It's good, man. It's
No, I
bad.
believe you. No, it's just
bad.
funny that
It's
they say
so
that.
Bad, bro.
Dress
Up Darling is good though. You ever watch Dress Up Darling?
No.
Oh, hell yeah.
Love my
Beef.
Dress Up
I know
Darling.
you guys-
coming
It's
for
coming
season
back.
2.
Coming back.
We
My
back,
Dress Up
baby.
Darling.
Okay.
I like Wistoria Wand And Sword. Like it plays on that classic trope of, you know, like you see in Mashal, like you see in Black Clover, where he can't use magic in a school full of magic. But I'm telling you, that first episode got whoa. What do you have to say about
You
the first?
talk first, and then I will.
I just think that the quality of animation that you see in these 12 episodes is great. They put
gorgeous.
effort
Gorgeous.
in everything. People just walking down the hall, the colors, the shadows that they put, like there's effort put into it.
Oh,
And I
absolutely.
really, really like it. The opening is ass.
Ass.
Yeah.
Super ass.
Okay, I thought it was just me. I didn't
Yo,
like it.
I try to give it like 3 listens, and I said skip intro. Let's just get to the shits, bro. I don't got.
Yep.
They're like, oh, we're coming out with an anime. We need an opening. What's left in the
Thank God
the
Crunchyroll added a skip intro button.
Yo.
I said,
Yeah, for real.
thank you. Listen, I know you guys don't have all the the best features like everybody else, but skip intro, skip recap.
Banger.
I also really appreciate the choreography in Wistoria Wand
Yes,
And
I
Sword. The
will.
way this kid moves around,
The
way
fight
he,
scenes.
Yeah, they're just beautiful. Beautiful.
Very well done.
I really like Wistoria Wand And Sword. Is it better than Black Clover? In some ways, as far as animation is concerned, and I think I like some of the characters in this a little bit more. Is it better than Mushoku Tensei? I think it might be.
Oh, Corey.
You know why I say
It's
this?
not
Because
better
like
than either one of those things. Oh, you glazing.
I'm not gonna say better, but I like.
You such a show, bro. You love action.
Yeah.
Yes, Black Clover is full of action,
But
and so is Mushoku Tensei.
nah,
I haven't seen
bro.
Mushoku Sensei.
I
so
think as
can't
far
say.
as animation quality, overall, it might be better than Mushoku.
Yes.
I think story, let's be honest, there are some problematic things in Mushoku Tensei that would hold it back. There ain't nothing problematic about Wistoria Wand And Sword.
That doesn't
Yeah, that doesn't make it better.
go. Continue.
I don't
We'll
know.
take. We'll take turns.
I'm gonna go next.
go next.
I watched the first 4 episodes and basically.
Hold on, Danny. Now that it's done, what do you give it out of 10?
Okay.
The first season?
Yeah, give your rating.
The
first.
first season, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Again, the animation plays a heavy part in it. Not just that, but again, the choreography, the camera angles, the way they move things around. That fight against Julius in the Colosseum, the way they were moving the camera around, like you're not just seeing like one still shot of 2 characters. Like they put effort into how they were planning this out. They saw the manga panels and they're like, okay, let's put the sauce on it. Like it was really well done. The whole show. Is the story original? No. Again, it's like Black Clover. It's like Mashal. Like it's not
Yeah.
a brand new.
We've
plot.
seen it done before.
But the world building that we're getting, like the false sky, the dungeon that goes floors deep,
There's potential. There's potential.
there's a lot of potential.
Yes. But we know how we feel about the word potential over here.
So I watched the first 4 episodes and me and my bestie were watching and he was like, this is like Mashal, but without the charm. And I was like, yeah, I see it. Because it's like, what if Mashal took itself seriously? And it's like, I don't know. That just wasn't fun. I was like, I was so bored until like episode 5 or 6. Because I was like, okay,
When the ice dude showed up,
he was
Son
alright.
Dana Puta,
Yeah.
that's around that time, episode 4 or 5.
Yeah,
Shows up at the
yeah.
bar.
Because I was like, okay, he's showing himself up. You know, he has the skills. So I was like, okay, this is like if Deku actually got into UA with support items. You know, like if he just raw dogged this shit.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, it's a cool concept. Annoying with all the bullies and stuff like that, but if he gets his shit done. So I was actually glad, like, yeah, he can show up and show his skills, and he basically, everybody's coming to show and see, like, all right, he's that guy.
Yeah.
Like, and I will say the animation absolutely carried because, like, until episode like 5 or 6, when they're like the ice dude's having his thing and all that stuff, I was bored. But from here on, it is gaining like newer potential. Because I was like, the teacher's just Snape.
The Severus Snape.
Yeah,
The badass Severus Snape.
Yeah,
He's Snape though. He's Snape.
he was just.
He's
Snape.
he's like a cool ass version of.
He's
Severus
a
Snape.
twinkified Severus Snape.
He's Twape.
He looks good though.
He does.
He's Twape.
You telling me that one episode he was like beating up on poor Will Serfort up in that classroom?
I was like,
Tossing him like a rag doll throughout the classroom?
oh, it was just like it's giving Snape. He's giving bitter. Like, what did he do to you?
Exactly. I love it.
Did you read it or no?
No, I'm
Okay,
like,
so you
about
anime
to,
only.
though.
Okay.
So
I'm
we're
about to start
Okay.
reading it because I just love an underdog story. I think.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, I love the other underdog story, and I do like. I think it's cool. I will say there was two very unique aspects to it that I very much respected. Once I was like in it, I was like, okay, now I want to finish it. This was really good. One most unique villain, I think, the headless, the guy.
Yo,
Kurogiri?
What?
what?
Kurogiri?
Oh,
But like cooler, way
the way it would
cooler.
like
You think a cooler
Right.
Kurogiri?
way
Yeah,
cooler,
100%.
bro.
dude,
Yeah.
the way it would like right in
He
the
was cool.
Yeah,
He was
that
fucking.
was
He was scary.
cool.
He's actually scary.
Actually
I was like-
scary. I was like,
He literally
okay.
picked up someone's head and put it on top of
Yeah,
his.
that's crazy. Yeah. So guys, this was literally a villain.
Cosplays for that are gonna be wicked.
Crazy.
Wicked.
Okay, so for you guys who don't know, there's a really cool villain, and his name is Headless, or their name is Headless, because we don't know with the weird voice, and they literally chop people's heads off and wear them just for funs and giggles, you know, and they talk through writing through the air, which
When
is
they
pretty dope.
squeeze that one head,
I was like, ooh,
oh, you want some other kind of shit?
great. I was like, okay, this is an actual villain. Like, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So that was, I will say, give that. Second thing, I forgot. I can't remember right now.
Give us your thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, well, what do you give it out of 10 then? So far.
So far, I give it a 7 out of 10 because I did respect that they actually, like, the cast came back and each one of them did put some respect on my boy Will's name.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, oh, you can do shit.
Will definitely, not Will. Julius definitely.
Oh, okay. I
Julius
remember.
is a hater through and through.
Oh, absolutely. He
Yeah.
stood on business for hating on him, which is really
Julius.
the,
The
ice guy.
Oh, that's his name.
They were like,
Yeah.
what if we made Todoroki racist?
Yes. He's still like, he's standing on business.
He's like, nah, I hate this motherfucker. Okay, remember the second thing. Hilariously, when we know that the main character has like a secret harem, they threw a guy into it this time.
The elf guy.
The elf,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
no,
his
no,
roommate.
no, his roommate.
Roxy, yo.
Yes.
Roxy, yo. That
No,
episode.
no. Oh,
I think it's yeah, his
Rocky.
name's-
Rocky. It's something like that.
Something.
I think it's Roxy.
Might be Roxy.
Maybe
Roxy.
Yo,
Oh, you
that-
think about Roxy from Mushoku Tensei?
No.
it was like. It was something rockish.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, they threw in the gay guy.
When they
so-
went on the date with the girl.
Yo, the-
Yo, and he
date-
cock blocked
the date-
so hard.
The day was like, I take baths.
I take backs with him. And she's like, yo, how do we even know this is a real, like, he's a guy, huh? Because I was like, hilariously, they
He
voiced
said-
a girl. He said, yo,
I
his
seen
thing
it,
is
bro.
bigger than mine. I was saying,
yo,
what?
I was like, chill.
Crazy.
bigger than yours.
Crazy. But also, they called out the harem, too. When the little Penelope-looking
Yeah.
girl came over and she was like, oh, yeah, I see that you like him. He's like, yeah, I've been like him. Also, we should watch out for her. He's turning heads. Also, Scion, like, we peeped that, right? Like,
Oh,
Like they called it out. I've never seen a
Yeah.
show like just straight up like, yeah, we see each other.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I give that respect on that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Corey?
I enjoyed it a lot. I do not agree with it being better than Mushoku Tensei or Black Clover because one, I don't know when it came out, so I can only assume it came out after. All things influence each other, right? So it's very Black Clover more than Mashle.
Okay.
Only because if you've seen Black Clover, because the user is like super brawlic and uses a sword and doesn't have magic, and then like somehow finds something that does have magic item, but he's just so brawlic. And
Okay.
so that it's really closer to that.
Okay.
Like the whole cape and everything, even the outfit, like
Okay.
very. But I could see why most people would probably think Mashle if they didn't see Black Clover.
Yeah.
Same concept. I think Will is a very, very interesting character. I like that he didn't show to be completely just good.
Yeah.
you caught that.
I caught it early because like this is my kind of gripe with Tanjiro. It's only just good.
Yeah.
Right? Where like I saw him question for a second why would I save this nigga?
Yeah.
He's made my life miserable.
I love that.
I could just
And,
walk
like,
away.
Little details like that, like the fact that he actually thought about it and was like, yeah, but,
Yep.
but my girl would hate that I did this
Yes,
shit. That's
literally.
not even because he was like, I want to do the right. He was like, nah, she would not like that. I did that shit,
Exactly.
bro. This ain't me. I ain't like that. So I thought that was dope. It's really just like you said, the animation carries it. So how stunning it looks with the fighting is totally fine. I've watched it one full time through, and then I watched the first 4 again.
Same.
And it's not as interesting the second time around. Maybe because I already know it already, but because I started analyzing it a little bit more. I was like, "Oh, this is a little too generic."
It's way too generic in the beginning.
It feels very generic. So potential is what I think it has. I'm just not sure if it's gonna meet it. But I like Will's character. The world building has a lot to see. Even it don't got to be super deep because they do a pretty good job at pacing.
Yeah.
And like getting to where they need to get, but also taking the fucking time to see everybody's personality and understand the relationships and shit like that. Like it's balancing the time well without wasting any time. No episode feels like filler.
Yes. Agreed.
So I'm leaning closer to an 8.
Okay.
But I could be convinced to a 7.
Okay.
If that, but nothing more than an 8. It's beautiful. That's one thing I gotta say. When it gets going, It looks fucking good.
Absolutely.
I think that again, like the world building, I think really does it for me. I think the air of mystery is like I have to know like what it is, especially those 2 people that we saw in the dungeon. Like
the villains.
What is this false sky that everyone's talking about? What is this celestial being that the Magia Vander are like trying to keep at bay? And that one scene where we see like the 4 of them lined up, where that one girl's like reporting to them, I thought was great. That lightning guy,
that girl being sus.
What girl?
You could have seen it coming, but like not really. Like the one that he saved when he first started.
Yeah.
The nerdy girl.
The nerdy girl. The fake nerdy girl.
Yeah. So like I was like, yeah, this is dope.
I also really like. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about Elfie. I'm like, ooh, what if she like doesn't like Homeboy as much as he likes her? But no, like
they both.
They're ride or die.
That's what I also like. They both want each other.
Yes, they're ride or die.
So we're not even sitting here trying to play the game. They both want each other.
I think it's super sweet.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cute.
nice.
It's cute. I don't want to put my hopes up on the world building. It has potential.
Sure,
But I don't want like
it could easily disappoint.
Because like not only are they gonna have to give more details on that dungeon, you were talking about up and down.
Yeah, for real.
So that's I want to assume it's fucked up, but my expectation will be that they're gonna drop the ball in one of these directions. I don't know which one. That's the best way I can.
Well, I hope we get more on going upwards to see the big 5. You know, because it seems like they're gonna be fun.
I mean, they're saying like the prophesized time has come. We need strong fighters.
We need strong people.
Let's see what's up.
You know,
I like
one thing. No, you continue first.
I was just gonna say that one fight between Will and Julius, when Julius was on his shit, like, yo, I mastered this one spell with like all these clones, and Will's like, yo, Elfie learned that shit when she was 2 years old.
Yo, he was big. I texted that. I was like, yo, he's so mad.
He was so shook.
He was so, and I was so weak. I was like,
damn.
But that's what just making me laugh. It's making me be like, I feel for him.
I bet you thought 4 was my max. Here's 8. And he's like, yeah, bro, like Elfie used to have like 10
At the same time.
And then she was over there crying like,
yo,
I wasn't torturing him.
why are you airing me out?
Now they all think I'm weird.
Like that was cute. That was, like,
was.
sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked that.
I'm excited for season 2.
Yeah.
I think some people might be disappointed with how it ended, but I think it
ended pretty well.
Give me a quick 12. If you're gonna stop right here and things are gonna get serious right after this,
Let's go.
test try. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good 12. What were you gonna say?
You know, it's one thing that you may give My Hero shit, but I'm so happy they never did the bully with his lackeys thing. You know what I mean? Because
Bakugo had the lackeys
when he was in
school.
when
he was like a baby.
She just meant
but
like
then
why they
no, but after that he was like, nah, I don't mess with them. They're fake as fuck. Like I'm doing my own thing. And when he gets
couldn't
real
get into
friends,
UA.
no, but it doesn't
Talk about
matter.
Bakugo, right?
Yeah.
He still ain't shit.
No, but when he gets his two friends, like
Kirishima
and Denki, like Kirishima's like, whenever he screams,
No,
he was
like, they made
"Yo,
him
dude,
chill.
like relax. And Denki at this point, he like smacks him over the head, like,
Yeah.
stop that,
Well,
stop it.
Horikoshi balanced the whole class when it came to respect. Nobody,
Yeah.
nobody. Usually they save the lackeys for like like characters that don't
Yeah.
have names. Every character had a name.
No, absolutely, but I think it's just way more prominent here because like both like Julius and Sion had like these guys that were like
Yeah.
absolutely glazing the
Generic.
hell out of him.
Yo.
He's the best. No, he loves this.
Yeah.
Oh my, bro, suck his dick, please. Just go ahead.
Because everybody at UA loves each other.
It's ridiculous.
Those lackeys got knocked. And that
Yo.
first episode,
Yo, when he brought them down, nigga, I was like,
Oh.
that's why I said I like Will.
I like right. I
I
was
like
ooh,
Will. He said ally. Will's an ally.
facts.
Will's an ally, bro. He's
True.
a good man. He's a good man.
Facts.
Well, speaking of some other stuff, let's get into DanDaDan. We watched that.
first episode.
We watched the
dropped
first episode dropped
today.
today as we're recording this about 8 hours ago. We watched it together.
And it was really
This
good.
is the first time we ever watched the premiere of anything together.
Yeah.
You guys, your
Yo,
reaction.
we were me and her, we should have recorded it, honestly.
Yeah.
Wasted content. Wasted content.
We should have live streamed it or
Because
something.
we were genuinely like, what the fuck are we
Yo.
watching?
Reading it, I remember being on a bench sitting in a park, like, what is going
Yeah,
on?
after this first episode, I was like, this is not the next JJK.
This is no. This is gonna be
This
different.
is not.
This is why it wasn't on the Shonen Jump app for the longest time. Like you actually had to log into Viz on the desktop.
Oh,
because it
wow.
wasn't available on the app because it's 18 plus.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well,
But now it's on the Shonen Jump app.
I believe it. Yeah. I mean, Kimmy, you want to tell us your thoughts on it first?
I just think it's interesting. As I mentioned before, it reminded me at first of the show. Many people will remember it's called The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, right? Huge. If I show you,
I've heard of it before.
If I show you the character, you will know. You'll see her because she was iconic in just
I'm
the
gonna laugh when
anime
I see the
world.
picture and know what it is.
You're gonna see the picture.
Like,
and you're gonna know.
No, I'm mad if I watched it.
See, you know.
Yeah, we know her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
infamous,
Everybody in the anime community knows her from
yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I know you guys don't know the show. So the show basically is a premise of this girl. She starts a club and she's like, I don't know. She's like, oh, I don't care about everyday regular stuff. I only care about aliens, ghosts, and time travels. I think there's things out there that exist, and we're gonna make a club, and the club is called the SOS Brigade. And unknowingly to her, we find out.
It's like Mob Psycho.
Yeah. So like later on, it's like, okay, we're going on adventures to prove that these things exist. But the catch is that almost every member of the club is one of those things. But you don't find that out till like way later. So, but yeah, I'm like, so that they're doing test trials that just heavily reminded me of that. Because they're like, hey, we're going to go see if ghosts and what was it, aliens exist? Yeah. So I thought that was pretty throwbacky to that.
Did you like the animation for it?
Gorgeous. Yeah, that was really well done. I liked it. The intro especially.
Yeah, the
really
intro.
nice.
Creepy nuts.
Listen, I know you guys don't agree with my take, but I do think I don't think it'll be bigger, but I just think it's a better overall song than
Not as catchy.
how-
It's hard
that's,
to.
that's the difference. I said better overall song does not, because catchy songs doesn't make them better songs, right?
That's
We talk about regular music, just as a music ear. I think it has more just a full complete song. I can listen to that whole song probably and not, because I listened to it already, right?
Yeah.
And as a regular song, whereas Bling Bling Bomborn, I do not care about anything but the hook, and I can't truly listen to it past a minute or a minute and 30 seconds. Just me.
Oh, I can't.
Have you ever
just-
listened to the full song?
Yeah, I listen.
gets
I
old.
have it on I jam out to it. It's entertaining to me.
Listen, I'm all about switching it up on the song. It's the same song all the way through. So that's why I just don't think it's a better overall song. But
Okay.
the intro, I also think this intro looks better too.
Oh, it
'cause,
looks better for sure.
Like, yes,
Gorgeous.
Bling Bling Born looks cool. It's simple. It's
Oh, yeah.
yellow, blacks, like this, like everything, the way it
Oh,
hits, the way they integrate the
The
music.
dancing.
With it.
Gorgeous.
Like they get busy, son.
The
So-
art style's so nice.
so nice, so nice. The main character,
Momo?
characters,
Momo and Ken.
Momo and Ken.
fun,
Yeah.
fun.
Okarun.
Really, really
I like their
fun.
dynamic.
Yeah.
So
she's
far,
she's
yeah.
a hard ass. She's outspoken.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
like
this is a very well written already.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm about to OD, but definitely already gonna be better than Nobara. I can already tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At the end, like not at the end of the day, but like it is kind of like a love story between these two. And like you see how like both of them develop as characters, especially like him who, as we saw, like was bullied like his whole life.
I like the comedy in it. I think it's really good. Even the action,
Yeah, the action was cool.
When he was telling her all about the aliens and she like said all that bad shit and she was like, yo, I believe in ghosts, and he started laughing.
And he was like, yeah,
she was like, bitch,
you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Stupid. Yo, she got
killed me.
Bro, like me and Kimmy was really just flabbergasted most of it. I was like, what?
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into the second half of the episode.
How do we even talk about it?
Yo,
Bro?
the bad
like hot like I so I like that the girl is what's her name again? Sorry again. Momo. I like that she's like boy crazy in a funny way. Like like it's desperate, but she's also like cracking like really good jokes with it. Very just kind of like Serena in a way a little bit, but like Serena's more like very into the idea of love. Where like she seems like she just wants really lose her virginity, respectfully. That's what the vibe I'm getting in this show, but we'll see.
No, not at all. I think she just wants a boyfriend.
She just wants some attention.
Yeah, because she said, I'm saving myself except for Ken, so she's like not about it,
Ken. I don't care.
But also, now that you mention it, I like the dynamic where they're like arguing. They don't really get along at first. And I was like, and you guys obviously haven't watched the original Sailor Moon, but that's how like.
I watched the original Sailor Moon.
Did you?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah, I just don't remember it because like it's been for I watched Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it when you rewatch.
Yeah.
But either way, like they started off, they didn't like each other.
Yeah.
You know?
It was beefing the whole time.
The whole time, yeah. So they beefed for like.
We talking about Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah. So Darien, as many remember. Yeah. So they like beefed for mad long. So I was like, it reminded me of that, how they were just like, bro, what the hell your problem? You're so stupid. And it's like, me? You think I'm stupid? Like it's giving the same vibe. So I like that.
And Ken is fine so far. I'm still waiting to get more.
You could call him Oka Run. Because that's what like they call him throughout the series. No one really calls him Ken.
Oh, I thought his name was Otaku this whole time.
No.
Otaku is like what?
I thought they was just calling him Otaku to be fun.
Was
I misreading it?
It's his nickname is Oka Run. Because it's like Otaku and then like he's running.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. You'll hear later.
Yeah, but
like no one calls him Ken.
Yeah, they're calling him Otaku because that's what he is. He's all about that.
I don't have an opinion yet on the character.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. It's only the first episode.
That intro of Turbo Granny in the tunnel had you guys
screaming.
This is why I was like, bro, how do we even talk about what they said?
Because I can't repeat it.
Because
I'll let you suckle on my.
Bro said, let me
so long as you let
that
me.
weenie.
Let me
welcome to Weenie Hut Juniors. That was no Weenie Hut Generals.
Kid dropped his phone, booked it out of there.
Son was stuck in the tunnel. I was like, he's cooked.
He was like, I may have misunderstood, and it might just been some lewd grandma, but
it's a lewd grandma.
Bro, threatening to get your dick sucked is crazy.
Especially that you meet a creepy ass. That looked like you see that in New York all the time.
Yeah,
people look like that.
I would have been like, nah, I'm good, bro. I would have kept walking. Nah, I'm good. Because technically, I would have been fine because he raced against it. He wasn't supposed to race against it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, no. If you race against it, you're cooked.
Yeah,
they're gonna possess you. I would have been like, nah, I'm good.
Corey would have been like, you got a lighter?
Chill. Why you doing me like that? You got a light, sis.
Yeah.
You got a light, sis. Nah, I'm
let me gobble that weenie.
Chill.
And then Momo in that abandoned hospital.
Yo, when she got took by the aliens,
scared the shit out of me, bro.
She's like running away and they're tearing.
I was almost about to be like, Danny,
turn it off.
Danny, what are you reading?
You said that.
Literally, you
like,
said.
What are you? I did say that.
Yeah, you said that. You were like, Danny, what are you reading?
Yo, I was like, this can't be happening right now. She's in high school, bro. This can't be happening, bro.
He sat there. He's like, she's in high school.
I was like, this can't be happening. They're going for it right now, bro. I was like,
we want your bananas.
She took my banana.
Sounded like Minions. Bro.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Give us the bananas.
Oh my god. I highly recommend, guys. Definitely watch DanDaDan, please.
It did not disappoint.
And I like how she also got like her spiritual awakening powers.
Very cool. Very well done.
Yeah. I didn't know if they was gonna pull it here, and I can only assume at this point it's theory. Don't spoil it because you read it, but I can only assume that maybe he finds a way to keep in control of these ghostly powers.
I figure
maybe.
something along that.
And if not, then maybe she's just got to walk around protecting him the whole time.
Yeah.
So that's what my thoughts are for it.
I'm happy that we were able to watch the first episode together.
That was
I
very
think that these 12 episodes are going to be.
Oh, it's only gonna be 12.
I'm assuming. I haven't heard anything about a second core.
I think so far with episode 1, how insane that was. This is probably a better weekly experience than a binge. I could see this being a overload as a binge, like a sensory overload. If you just if you didn't watch this episode with us, you probably would have caught up when it was over. And 12 episodes of that straight, fucking overwhelmed.
Now, I've been saying it from the get go, and I don't want to
Oh yeah, how do you feel about it as a reader?
Yeah.
I just seeing the adaptation, guys. I'm telling you, I remember. What was this, 3 years ago when the manga came out? I was actually there chapter 1.
Oh wow.
So I was there from the get-go. You can ask all my friends back then. I was hyping up this manga. I'm like, this one's gonna get an anime, and when it does, it's gonna blow up. So to see Science Soru really do good with the animation in this, the adaptation, for me, this is what you want out of an adaptation. They're playing with colors, they're playing with camera angles, they're doing great things, like the way she's glowing green after she used her psychic powers.
Very
seeing
cool.
that it's gorgeous. The way Ken is being possessed by Turbo Granny, it's great. The opening slaps. The ending was pretty good too. I liked it.
Yeah,
that's cute.
very interesting.
Kawaii.
Super excited to see it. I think as far as a first episode goes for an anime, I think it pretty draws you in.
Yeah.
It makes you curious. It makes you laugh. It shocks you. The shock in your guys' reaction was
Yes.
Crazy.
After episode 1, like I said, you were right by saying, I don't think this is going to be on the same status as JJK and My Hero. It just can't. It can't.
As far as anime for this year, a lot of people are hyping up Kaiju number 8. I hyped up Wistoria Wand And Sword. There's a bunch of other stuff that came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think anime of the year could really go to DanDaDan.
I think it'll be Uzumaki instead.
Really?
Uzumaki? What's that?
That's Junji
The
Ito's.
Junji Ito, you've seen
like
a
an
picture
old
of
manga.
it. It's one of those horror mangas.
Is it the hair one?
No, it's with the girl has a spiral.
Spiral.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
spiral everything.
Yeah, the
that's the hair,
spiral
right?
hair
Yeah.
is what I was seeing.
That just came out. That's probably I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but the first episode just came out on Max.
Mhm.
That'll probably end up being it.
Well,
I don't know.
We'll see.
DanDaDan's pretty up there.
It might. I don't know, man. Uzumaki is one of those things. Nobody's talking
it's a
about right now,
horror.
but because it's already a bigger name, just a property. It's almost like when Devil
A
May
lot of
Cry
people-
Baby came
a lot
out.
of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know about
Well,
that.
they're about to know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're about to find out. That's just a prediction. Only one episode dropped, just like with this. I think when the year is over,
We'll
whatever
find
they
out.
do, because of how it just looks, and it's almost like they're choosing to animate Berserk properly. That's why I think that this might end up being anime of the year. I haven't watched a single episode yet, and I'm saying it. So talking about things ending, right? Danny, you wanna take us there? This is your baby.
JJK has come to an end. Jujutsu Kaisen with chapter 271. We are here after 6.5 years of serialization.
Wow.
JJK has come. The manga's ended. Anime is, of course, still ongoing. We'll probably get season 3 in 2026. But yeah, here we are reviewing not only the last chapter, but the series as a whole. But to start off this closing segment for JJK, how do we feel about chapter 271? We did a live stream on it the other day on Monday. So for more detailed dialogue and conversation and reflection, go.
Yeah.
Link will be in the description box below.
Wow, you killed that so far. You killing it so far.
And what are you guys' thoughts on chapter 271 for those of who haven't watched the live stream?
Definitely, it should have been not the last episode or not the last chapter. I liked it if it was on its own. It would have, but it was not a good last chapter.
Yeah.
So definitely could have had more interactions like this along the way. But better late than never, but might as well be at
Might
this
as well
point.
than never.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. What about you, Corey? What do you think?
Obviously I'm in the same camp. We won't get super into the details. We have a whole hour live stream where if you guys want to hear us talk about the whole chapter. I've been fiending for a chapter like this.
Yeah.
Fiending. All fucking series.
Literally.
That character
All
interaction.
fucking series. And everybody hated it.
That's gay.
Everybody hated it.
The little
And
interactions.
I'm sitting here like, damn, these JJK readers have gotten conditioned to be fucking stupid. Just like
Because of the
can't,
attention span.
cannot handle just no fights. Like, bro, just let the characters chill. Let's have a little jokey joke. Let's
Yeah.
have some fun. Let's see how cool Nobara and these two really are. Let me see more than 3 missions throughout the whole series. I thought that the chapter was overall, like, for me, like an 8 out of 10 chapter. But it just sucked that it was the last chapter. So,
Yeah.
like, I know you want to say better late than never. At this point, it should have just been never. Or if anything, remove that new Shadow Style chapter, because now that the series is over, if we're removing all possibility of a sequel, now that it's over, why?
Yeah, that new Shadow Style chapter was
Why?
a waste. of a
Useless.
Why?
It was-
Who asked for it?
Nobody.
No, it was Gege. Honestly, I feel like just trolling people to being like,
Oh, there could be more.
well, I thought he was trolling them to shutting everybody up as to why things didn't happen specific ways during the Cullen game.
Right.
Oh,
That chapter
yeah.
spent
Explaining why.
that chapter spent the whole chapter justifying why Maki didn't go
Yeah.
instead of Yuta, or why this person. Like, it was like reading the Twitter comments that people left, and it
Yep.
was like, well, this is actually why, if you want to use your own headcanon.
Yep.
I thought it was a good chapter. I don't think it was the worst ending in the world, honestly, in
Yeah.
regards to the final chapter. There's definitely a lot more worse series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do personally think My Hero did it better.
I do
For a
too.
final, think it did a better final chapter. Better. I can't say a better final arc, but
Yeah.
a last chapter
Yes.
that it's a better tied bow.
Yeah, I'll agree in that. I'll let go of that.
Oh, look at that. That was easy. You didn't have to fight that hard for that one.
I think a lot of people are giving the JJK ending hate. A lot of people also gave the My Hero Academia ending hate.
Guilty.
But I think that a lot of people forget, like, it's the hardest thing about writing a story is the ending. Like a lot of people weren't there when Bleach ended, when Naruto ended, Fairy Tail ended. I just finished Dexter, which is notorious for having a terrible ending, and I didn't think it was so terrible. I think that for future readers or watchers, when the anime eventually ends, they're gonna see the ending and they're probably not gonna think it's so terrible. But because we were reading it weekly for so long and we're getting spoiled or we're getting hyped, blah 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 blah, like, you have these expectations. But if like you're just like binging it, you're coming in with a completely different experience.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think it's gonna be different. Again, like, I definitely don't think it's the worst, but it's definitely not the best.
Yeah, I had like a title for like one of the videos I put on my channel. It's a series that's full of what could have been.
Yeah.
Like, there's no better way to put it, because I feel like what tanked how people feel about now where the story is at this time, because every fan kind of feels differently now that it's over.
Yeah.
The theory community, and the hope of like thinking that there was just more, there was like Gege was kind of being more big brain about the world and everything that was happening, I think really ruined expectations for everything. Because you said many times, it's a battle shonen. It's just fun. You come here for the fun. And I don't think most of the JJK fans believe that it's just that simple, and believe there was something more. And that's what it ended up to me at the end of the day being, just a battle shonen. It just didn't really go there to reach the next levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have, but
All hands.
then it would have, because it's 271 chapters.
Yeah.
If they did go into more detail with the world building, or giving you those chapters where like the characters got to interact more, like we're looking at something like My Hero, which is 400 plus, and then we're getting into that territory where manga is just so long, anime is so long, there's so much to watch and so little time.
I think 30 more chapters would have done the series a lot more well, and I think the series needed at least 2 arcs before the Shibuya arc that some people would have ended up calling trash. I think it needed 2 trash arcs.
Like, even if they were like 12
Because like
chapters.
when I say trash, I mean like,
I know what you mean.
I don't want to use the word filler.
Yes.
But usually those slower arcs is what people will be like, you could.
Like
and
the Sports Fest.
Yes, I think that this needed that.
Yes.
This needed that because it was moving too
Yes.
fast.
Agreed.
Not as many chapters as Sport Fest, but like I said, an extra 30 chapters with 2 whole different arcs to see them do more. Because, like I said, I thought the final chapter was really. I had fun the whole time, and that's what was disappointing. I think I finally felt what you guys have maybe been feeling reading weekly in that moment. I was like, man, this could have been so dope, so much more doper.
I think if we had a cool, actually, I say after Shibuya, if we had something chill where they all come back and try to like.
Well, half of them was gone, so it's got to be before Shibuya.
I think he's right. Before
Shibuya's a whole war arc, girl.
I know.
Nanami dies, Nobara dies.
Everybody dies, yeah.
Maybe one arc after Shibuya and one before Shibuya. I can agree with you there. But they got to have something before Nanami and all them die.
That's true, yeah, before and after. But definitely just something in the middle, because when they were just recruiting people, I was like, I am so bored. I was so bored.
Who are these people? He's just creating characters.
I was like, I don't care about any of you. Like, I saw Hikari and I was like, he not bad. And his boo kind of cute, you know? So, but
I love Hikari. That's my love.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, the road to get him and everybody else, I was like, I'm bored.
Well, do we want to talk about our 5 favorite characters?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to start, since you already said you hate Hikari?
I didn't say I hated Hikari. Don't put words in my mouth. I said I hate finding him and that stuff. Okay. So I would say my top 5. Okay. Definitely Sukuna, big bad evil. Like, he's fun, he's spicy, he's a good time, and like we said, he stood on business till the end, and he finally took his L. He's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
he
stood on a little business. He decided he wanted to go down a different path.
That's only because he lost.
Yeah, that's only because he lost.
And like he said to Yorozu, like, if I lose, then that means I'm wrong.
Exactly.
But I love how so many people try to like tell Sukuna, like, what's that guy, the lightning guy's name? Kashimo, Gojo, Yoruzu. So many people tried to like tell him, and even Yuji, when he was doing the Talk No Jutsu domain expansion, Sukuna's like, I know what you're saying, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
Talk No Jutsu.
Yo, the fact that Yuji still doesn't have a domain name is kind of hilarious.
It's probably Benevolent Shrine. Let's be honest.
Malevolent Kitchen.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely Sukuna. I do love Nobara. I think she's fun. It sucks she's not in like a majority of it anymore, but it was, she was there. She was a good time, like she was fun, kick ass, and she was I mentioned it before in our live stream, but like, I love that she could be a dumbass with Yuji together. Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, they play off each other so well.
They're so much fun together. They're just poka baka. Like, just, it's great.
They're like the 2 hyenas in Lion King.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely. So I was like,
and Megami is Scar.
Yes.
Oh,
10 out of 10.
It's so funny, especially because she tries to be like this, like, I don't know, kind of like cool character, but she's not.
Yes.
She's not. You're a goofball.
Exactly. She's trying to be like, I am so pretty, guys. Like, I'm going shopping, carrying my bags. But then she's just a dumbass. I love it. She's great. So her, of course, Mr. Out Here, flamboyant Gojo himself, my boy, like, love him. 10 out of 10, just all around.
There's
great
just
character.
no character like him.
Yeah.
Just as the young kids would say, his aura is unmatched.
Yeah, truly.
Like, Gojo walks into a room, he looks great, he's hilarious. That's why people hate him, though.
Yeah.
Hands and aura, JJK everybody.
He got money to back it up. He got the power to back it up. Like, it's a good time. Okay. So definitely him. And definitely my last 2 are Choso and Nanami.
Okay.
Choso for the opposite. I love a pathetic little man. Like,
Choso, what? Pathetic.
You think he's a pathetic little
like
man?
He's just like
he loves his brothers.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just so
damn.
like the way
niggas can't love their brothers now without seeming pathetic.
No, that's not what makes him pathetic. He's just like his like low energy, just like I don't know. He gives like ooh boy. Like he's just like
he's quiet. He's like introverted, but he's not low energy.
Shit up in his head, like about my brothers. It's like Yuji, I've known you.
Oh, because he's fucking weird.
Yes. Exactly.
He's weird.
He's a little weirdo. I love
Yuji
that.
Is his brother.
I know. He's the actual one, not like Toto, who's like
no,
makes
that was
Besto friendo.
That was Delulu.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. So I don't know. I think it's just cool because he goes like, I'm getting revenge.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wait, but you're my brother too. What do I do? He starts freaking out. You ever see that video of the kitten that goes?
Yeah.
That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah. And Nanami?
Yeah, and Nanami. Like, oh man, he came out here and he was like, all right, we gonna get to work.
Yeah.
And he put in work.
Yeah.
And he did it until, his last dying breath. And we got to love that.
All right, Danny, what about you?
For me, playing off of you, Sukuna, I just think he is so funny. I just love so many people stepped up to him. And he's just like, you're just another fish on the chopping block, guy. Let's see what you got. Come on.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight. That's all he wanted. He was a good, entertaining character. So many moments where he was just a fucking dickhead.
Yes.
That you just wanted to smack him. Like that one time that him and Mahito just laughed at Yuji when Junpei died. That was one moment where I was like, oh, you ain't shit. This ain't gonna be like a Naruto and Kurama kind of thing. Like you're a dickhead.
And that was a good ass fucking scene watching it too. They put the sauce. Them niggas was laughing. They was weak.
They were.
They was weak.
Yeah, they were.
And then that thing with Mahito, like, yo, didn't I tell you not to touch my soul?
Yeah.
This is the third time I'm seeing you now.
Like, out
Again?
He's lucky
I'm tired. He said you lucky I'm tired, bro.
so true.
Oh my god.
Gojo.
Yes.
Again, like I'd name one other character in any anime that's kind of like Gojo.
Nope. Plus,
Off the top of my head, I can't.
Like
the voice.
Like you said, flamboyant. He's funny. He's charismatic. Mm-hmm. He clearly he's a great character. He's a great character. Mm-hmm. Kenjaku. I love Kenjaku. I think Kenjaku is a good villain.
He's messy.
He's messy. He's a mastermind. Guys, he tracked down Sukuna's twin brother's soul and did the nasty with him.
Yep.
Just to have an experimental baby that might be able to hold Sukuna's soul in the future for the Culling Games.
Crazy.
Who does that? That man had nothing but time on his hands.
Wild.
A lot of years.
And also, he's just... That whole fight with him and Takaba at the end.
Love it. Great fight. Love it. Had mad fun.
So
Totally fun.
wild.
That Bandit Keith reference that Gege did.
All the references. I love that Gege is damn near our age because he references Digimon. He references all the stuff we've seen.
Yes.
Like he blatantly references all the things I've read. And like, I'm like, okay.
He's a millennial.
He did the Demon Slayer. Yeah, he did the Demon Slayer reference with the Katana Man. Like you said, the Digimon thing, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like,
yeah, he's done it all.
I love Kenjaku.
I didn't know Gege was our age until you said that. And I was like, this makes so much sense.
Well, he's one of us.
Yeah.
Another one is Yuji. This was a little hard for me.
Yes, you didn't have Yuji in your file.
But he's great. You say he's dumb and he's not.
I think that
I didn't
Yuji...
say he's dumb.
You don't like...
There were a few moments that, like, for instance, when Sukuna took over Megumi and Yuji went ape shit and Sukuna's like hitting him with all those cuts and Yuji's just walking through it. I was like, oh no, you're built different, guy.
Yep.
There's a lot of moments with Yuji. I also think that he's a goofball. He's a guy's guy. Like he can talk, he can shoot the shit with anybody.
Absolutely.
He's nice, he's funny. And that boy, that left right good night is
That left, right.
right.
Yeah.
Yo, that kid's hands. And I really like how the anime really delves into it with like referencing like other martial arts movies and stuff. Yuji has hands. When he was slapping on Mahito in season 2, oh my god. When he was fighting with Choso in the bathroom, I really like Yuji's fighting style. I like his character arc. He's not the most original character. He's not that special, no. But he stands on business. I think he was a consistent character throughout the whole series. He had his lows, he had his highs. I think he's a good main character. It's just one of those series where there are just so many other great characters that it overshadows him.
Yeah.
We see that happen with like Hunter x Hunter. I mean, almost like with Naruto too. Like there were so many other characters.
It's not that many. The thing with Naruto is
Kakashi, Itachi, Pain, Madara, Sasuke.
Yeah, but we're talking about like villains. Like there's like main cast people in JJK who are like allies to Yuji who are better suited, in my opinion at least, to be the main character than Yuji.
Sure.
How it's written. Only by how it's written. I'm not saying Yuji doesn't have the qualities. I'm just saying like just the time he gets on screen, in my opinion at least, it's just not enough there. What his depth is, how he's written, just like how they kind of show his verbiage, like, and it could just be Gege's writing. Maybe just that's could be the issue for me and overall with Yuji. But I think my gripe comes from why I guess I sound like more of a Yuji hater is because I just hear too much praise of him as an MC.
Really?
I haven't heard anything.
I had to stream this shit. And like you don't be on the internet, one, right?
Is
So you you never hear anything.
I'd be on YouTube.
You never hear anything.
Yeah, you don't.
YouTube, you're selectively choosing who you want
Yeah.
to hear their opinion. Whereas like scrolling on TikTok, I
Or
don't
Twitter.
have a choice.
Yeah.
I scroll on Instagram. I see a lot of anime content.
Not the same.
That's
not a discussion.
Opinions aren't said on Instagram. You know what I mean? It's not a discourse. So like people love Yuji and treat him like a goat. And I'm more confused like, bro, Yuji's not like even a top 20 MC like in anime.
Mm-mm.
I will agree with that. Yeah.
Like,
but
so that's why I'm just like, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, did you say all your
no. My last one, Maki.
Yes.
Maki's best girl of the series.
Yeah.
Maki is probably my favorite female anime manga character of like all time.
Really?
Wow, that's
thought-
crazy.
That's some high
actually.
praise.
There's for me, I'm like thinking about it. I just and I'm trying to like analyze it in my head. There's no one that comes close. There's no one that comes close.
Respect.
Maki, even Sukuna acknowledged her like, oh, you're all muscle and bone. You've dedicated everything to your body and like your capabilities.
Yeah.
Maki, that everything that happened with her sister, there's so many great moments with Maki. Every time
Yep.
she's on scene,
Yep.
she had the sword. She's an animal. She
Yep.
was Toji 2.0,
Yep.
but like her
So
in
much
her
better.
own way.
Mm-hmm.
The cape that she would have dripped over that one shoulder.
So dope.
Maki looked great. I thought that I was gonna like hate the design after she got set on fire, but it made her even cooler.
Mm-hmm.
I love Maki as a character, start to finish. I wish she had a better ending to her fight against Sukuna, but honestly, she did a lot in that fight. Maki is one of my favorite female protagonists
Agree.
of all time.
Oh man,
Is that all your
hot.
5?
If you can name, like, throw out a few names.
I just don't know if you like the characters. Like I think Mariolona is better.
Who?
Mariolona
Who's that?
Oh, she's from Black Clover.
from Black Clover.
Mario Leonia.
Yeah, I can't. I have a hard time pronouncing.
Her name is crazy.
I love her. Like she's bad.
She's cool.
Like she's badass as hell to be.
Do you read it still?
I mean, what does it read? 3 chapters.
We're getting 3 chapters in November.
Yeah, I got I might as well wait.
She's also like a badass fiery
She's
character. but,
basically
like,
Maki.
there's not a lot of
There's
depth
not
to
much
her.
depth given, but like I got Maki in my top 5 as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can once again, this just comes to the writing style of Jujutsu Kaisen. There's disappointments there because like I didn't know about this heavenly restriction thing until it was happening, and I wish I kind of knew about it beforehand.
What
I
do you
don't. I
mean?
don't feel like I was told about the heavily restriction thing.
They mentioned
Yeah,
it
they
with
mentioned
Toji a
it, yeah,
bunch
for
of
sure.
times.
Did they mention
Yeah.
it to Toji like before like the sister sacrifice? Was
Yeah, they talked about it. They briefly mentioned it a few times because they were like, whenever they brought up Toji, they
before
brought
the
that up.
flashback. They didn't. I don't think
Was I told about heavenly restriction being a thing prior to the perfect preparation thing?
for Tengen.
Perfect.
They
no, perfect
sprinkled it.
preparation is where Maki kills the Zenin clan.
Yes, they mentioned it in the flashback arc, and then they also mentioned it briefly when someone fought Maki and referenced her heavenly restriction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
got
brought it up
So
a few
maybe
times.
it's
But they
just-
definitely talked
maybe
about it in
it's
the
one of those
flashback
things
arc
that just
because he
went over my
literally explains it to
Yeah.
Geto.
head. Yeah, I guess it just went over my head because I almost like I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
Like, when I was reading it because I picked it up. Where I picked it up from was after Shibuya, obviously. So I was like, what is happening? But Maki's in my 5 though. I just love the design. I love how she kind of just interacts with the world. The coldness of the Itachi Uchiha type vibes that she went on killing her whole clan. Like I thought how Gege handled her moving through the power system because the
great.
power system was pissing me off, and I like the fact that she had nothing to do with the fucking power system.
Yep.
She just got to cook.
Hands.
And Gege didn't have to explain anything.
Yep.
And maybe I'm dumb. Skill issue. Who knows
No.
what it is. So Maki's up there, but she's not number 1, obviously. Higuruma.
Yeah, you really like him.
I really just love Higuruma's
He's very cool.
story and what. Man, it's like, fuck, Gege. If you didn't create so many other just dumb characters, unnecessary characters, not dumb. Like, everybody has cool designs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Everybody has aura plus a million. But, man, Higuruma just had a really, really good story. And just, like, his values and kind of his character arc wrapped up in the end of it all. Like, how much he really just wanted to move, like, he really just wanted to give up. He was okay with dying.
Yeah.
And he let Yuji's conviction kind of help him keep his shit together, being that he's an old head like us.
Yeah.
Very easy to lose your will to keep on doing shit.
Yeah.
Then I have Hikari. Fun. Too fun to me.
See, he's a good time. I can't wait to see him animated.
Pure vibes. I have no other reason to like this character because he didn't do shit after his one fight.
Yep. That's
Don't tell me he fought. But he fought. I didn't see it. I don't care.
We don't care.
I didn't
hope
see,
that they anime like.
It's going to make it
Adds
better.
more.
Yeah.
honestly, they probably won't even do it.
No, they definitely will.
They will.
Mappa,
They will.
Mappa, save your lives. You don't gotta animate it.
No, they will.
Yeah, I just love Hikari. So I love the concept of the power, and I can't wait to see it animated. I hate it sitting through the explanation.
It's going to be crazy.
I reread it like 3 times, and I'm like, I'm just here for the. I'm
It
just here
doesn't
for the
get
fun.
easier to
The fact that it's
understand.
like a gotcha game.
Yeah, bro.
That's like about a girl and a boy meeting on a train platform. If they meet on the platform, if he's there when she shows up,
That
then
shit
that means
was-
I get double jackpot.
that
Like,
shit was ridiculous.
Weird.
Gege just had a fucking blast
Yeah.
with that.
Wild.
He didn't give a shit. He knew that we weren't gonna like try to
Understand.
understand that. He just had fun with it.
Who else is on your
It's a
list?
gambling curse technique.
The true MC in my eyes, Yuta. I just love Yuta's like vibe. I love JJK Zero. I think that was just like a great.
It was so
story.
good.
The fact that the story got to take this a lot of time and keep Yuta like in wraps. Do I love what Yuta kind of spent the time doing in Culling Games? It was just whatever, just a bunch of
What?
miscellaneous fights.
Yeah.
Yuta in the calling games when he burst those 2 other sorcerers.
He was fighting a bunch of just random shit. He had to fight an insect, the bug for
He
Yeah.
made out with that thing too.
Yeah, like
Kiss of
I'm
death.
not saying,
Monster fucker
so,
Yuta.
So when I think about this series, I'm never thinking about the fight was cool or how cool the fight was. I didn't need that many random miscellaneous fights,
Yeah.
especially because in the end, the Culling Games still kept it very centralized and then really created this whole game and point system for what?
For what?
It was like for what? It didn't even matter at the end. So it was like, why even fight random flying cockroach monster, and why even fight cockroach monster evolve
Or Sky Girl.
or Sky Girl? Like, why? Yes,
Ura.
don't tell me. You can tell me. You're gonna tell me the powers came back later on, but like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, who cares that he used the random air grab thing eventually and shit.
But he was cool.
But I just like you to vibe.
Yeah,
he don't give a fuck. He's like by any means necessary type vibe.
And he saved us till the very end.
Especially at
so
the end, he was like, "Why are you all afraid of becoming monsters?"
Yeah.
He's like, he did it his whole life.
And then Sukuna. It's hard.
Yes.
It's hard to. I'm not really the Gojo boy. Like for Gojo, just don't. I get it. Aura,
Yeah.
Aura.
Yeah,
I keep
yeah,
saying
yeah.
Aura, I get it.
He's so cool.
I think it's the Glazers that make me not.
Yeah.
The Glazers it's almost like how I feel about Don't Kill Me, like Beyonce fans.
Yeah.
I try not to be like a Beyonce fan or Taylor Swift fans keep me far away. Gojo fans and Taylor Swift fans are not that different to me. Sukuna, just too good. He's too good.
Great.
Too good.
The shit talker is the best.
Yeah, like I'm not. Y'all already glazed him enough, but he's just too good at it. But my most disappointing character, no, bro.
Really?
It's not even her fault.
Just wasted potential.
It's not even her fault.
Yeah, it's not
It's
her
just
fault.
not even her fault, bro. It's gay.
Wasted.
It's purely Gege's fault.
Yep.
We talking about somebody who went missing from chapter 100 and what 16,
Oh my God.
110.
Somewhere
tell you.
halfway through.
Shibuya ends at 137. She dies maybe what? Don't by dies. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
What at best 15 chapters, maybe 10, 15 chapters. You want to estimate?
Sure.
So about 120, chapter 120, and comes back at chapter 200. My nigga,
Like, yeah.
my nigga.
No, I agree.
Like I'm not trying to knock you on saying like you love her. Like
No,
I love the
that's why I
concept
love
of
her
her.
while she's there.
Yeah, I love the concept of her, but it's just like
Yeah.
I can't even care about y'all as a trio. I seen y'all niggas on 2 missions.
For
I know.
two.
I would have loved to have seen more, especially because, like, in the beginning, but even before Shibuya, she hit a Black Flash with Yuji in tandem.
Yeah.
And, like, once you hit Black Flash, like, you're supposed to understand cursed energy in a completely different way as opposed to normal sorcerer. So when that happened, I was like, oh, Nobara is gonna,
Yeah.
she's gonna go through an awakening. I can't wait to see what her
Bro,
domain expansion is like.
I did like a lot more like YouTube watching on JJK stuff, like once finishing, and so I can kind of really get my thoughts together. And like I really forgot how good the beginning of JJK is. Like I think it really just stays really, really high quality before Shibuya Arc. I think Shibuya Arc is the downfall of the series. like that's where things kind of slowed down for me, at least in my opinion. But
Agreed.
that's my most disappointing character. What about it for you?
For me, I mean, it's a side character technically, so technically it shouldn't be so. But I think my most disappointed character is Utahime. She was the teacher because she was supposed to.
From Kyoto?
The one with
Yeah.
the scar on her
I mean,
So-
all of Kyoto was
So
disappointing.
yeah, all of Kyoto was disappointing. So like, so she,
Just
you
a
know,
disappointing land.
so her powers were to enhance someone else's powers. And so I'm thinking, you know, at some point she's going to come in and go in. She literally did one thing for Gojo and he still lost.
She hit a little
Like,
salsa. She hit a little
Like,
merengue.
that's it. Like we were all waiting for her to do. Like I've been seeing people like, oh, she's gonna, you know, help in this situation, that situation. No, she didn't do shit. So I was like, girl, you sitting there looking pretty for what? Do nothing. Useless. I don't know. That
She's
pissed me
doing
off.
Kikyo
Yeah.
cosplay the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
Kikyo from Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Gege did the women in this series so fucking dirty, bro. So dirty.
It
Except for Maki.
sucks. Yeah, except for Maki.
Yeah, you know
But he
why?
screwed over
Because-
Maki's sister. Mei Mei's
Did he
weird.
not screw over Maki? If anything, he just made Maki into Toji because he couldn't keep Toji in the story anymore.
No, but she's
Well,
still
Toji-
cool.
But I understand. But he kept her. He just made her Toji. He made her Toji. She's
Yeah, but that was what she was always going to be. She
Yeah.
was introduced before Toji was.
that's why he didn't kill her though. He's like, oh no, Toji again. I got new Toji.
Who's your most disappointing?
My disappointing is Panda.
Panda.
And
Panda.
You right.
Panda did too much, honestly, in my opinion.
much?
No.
Panda was always there, bro.
As like comedic relief, but when he
Yeah.
finally gets his one fight against Kashimo and gets washed, and you get the backstory with his brother.
I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, we all thought it was.
No,
gonna
I
I
didn't
said,
think-
why would
I didn't think he
they
was going to
gave
die.
him a whole sad backstory?
Yeah, with his brother and his sister having to leave him so that he could survive. I thought that was so sweet. If they turned that into like a Pixar movie, I would like die. That shit was so sad.
It
bro.
was sad,
You
but
think why he's disappointed though? I feel like
Because
Panda got a lot of
Panda, and then
love.
by extension, Principal Gakuganji.
Oh, that nigga was a waste.
yeah, he was a waste. So
there was
bad.
that whole plot.
I don't even
line.
remember his name till you said principal.
Yeah, the principal.
That
he had
whole
his whole
plot
Christopher
line-
Robin like plot line, everything. Barely
where like he was able to like create cursed corpses. Like I really thought that like Panda was the first one, and you know that I really thought that was going to come into play, but like neither of them did anything. So for that reason, Panda and by extension Principal Gakuganji are my most disappointing character.
valid.
All right, so like, so what's your favorite arc then?
Flashback arc. Flashback arc, hands down.
Hidden inventory.
Yeah, hidden inventory arc.
Yes.
Wow. What a roller coaster of an arc that was. Just
Yes.
seeing Gojo and Geto in their prime, and then Toji being the dog that he is. Oh my god.
Crazy.
You couldn't ask for more of an arc. More from an arc.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Hidden inventory. For me. It's between hidden inventory and the Junpei shit. The
Oh,
stuff
okay.
with Junpei. What that was good stuff.
It
That was
was.
peak, bro. That was peak. Why you
When
hate
Junpei-
it?
Continue.
When Junpei's mom like dies and he like turns like evil and tries to get revenge on the people who bullied him.
I know.
Putting like cigarette ashes off on his forehead. Teachers like watching it happen and be like, not my problem.
No,
Sucks
I
to
mean,
suck.
and then to watch him die, that just
Yeah,
pissed
that was
me
tragic.
off.
Oh, you so soft,
Tragic.
girly.
I don't know. They just like
You don't like death at all.
Help.
huh?
no, that's
me.
not true. But I'm like, it was waste. Like why they like teased it so much in the intro, like making
Yeah.
he was gonna be part of the gang, and then he
Yeah.
just dies. I was like,
Psych.
wait.
But like that's what I would call good writing. Like you can be unhappy with the decision, but it doesn't change that it was executed well.
Oh no, it was executed
You know
well.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Tragedy.
No,
like,
yeah.
That like I was like, oh, you fucking got me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I thought bro was gonna be part of the gang.
And
Yeah.
then Yuji's like, I'll give you whatever you want, just like help Junpei Sukuna, please. And Sukuna's like, nah.
Yeah,
Like,
that was-
oh,
Like that,
kick
last
rocks.
like I like hidden inventory a lot. Like I thought it was really, really good learning more about Geto and all that. But man, that's when I really had like a lot of faith in fucking JJK at that moment. I was like, yo, this is good fucking.
And-
you have subverted my expectations. I thought this was gonna be another friend. We collect friends along the way. This ain't that.
And you know what? Hidden Inventory had like the same thing when Rika or Rita, whatever that girl's, Amanai, was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
Oh.
Geto, I want to go with you. And then, don't.
yeah,
She
that
gets
was crazy.
sniped.
Shook. I was shook.
Wow.
I was shook.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
You guys are gonna hate me, but I actually did like Shibuya the best. I think.
No, that's I
So
love Shibuya.
I think it's a really good, like, it shows a great roundabout of like everyone's powers and potentials. You know, obviously it ends in a mess, but it also ends in like what's gonna happen next. You know, like you're so excited to feel like what are they gonna do from here? Just so many things just happened. You know, and I think that. You were correct when you said the downfall was after Shibuya, because I agree.
Well, I think it starts at Shibuya. Like the slope starts. Like it ain't hit rock bottom yet in my eyes, but I just think the narrative, it was just too soon. It was just too soon. Like just something that's why I said one more arc.
Yeah.
It was too whiplash. The shit came straight off the heels off of what at the time I didn't really love, like the death painting arc, whatever.
The death
like that felt, because it felt so randomly thrown into the end of season 1. Like I was like, what is even going on here?
That's just the mission. It's just the mission that
what
went awry.
Well, but I'm saying, like, we went straight into Shibuya, so that's my only issue. It was like too soon, just too quick for it to happen.
I think it just has a good wide variety of showing all the characters, like what they could do, like the ones that we've been seeing but we haven't seen them fight yet.
It's like a tournament arc without doing a tournament arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just seeing everybody on display.
Yeah,
Agreed.
It's a death arc.
It's a death arc.
OD. So what do you think is like the best moment in the series?
So you referenced it before, but Maki massacring her whole clan.
That was
wow.
mine too.
Wow. Like when that could be like a 45-minute special on its own. The Kill Bill reference in that movie.
Great.
Well done.
Yeah.
She had that dog in her, and that when she's just like cutting people up, ripping people's throats out, cutting people in half, like, oh, she's going for blood.
Her own mother.
Oh, well, she didn't kill her mother.
Yes, she did.
No, her mother killed herself.
Yeah, she damaged her mother, but her mother got the final blow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I remember her saying she killed her mom.
Ma-
Maki killed her mom.
I'm fairly certain Maki didn't.
That was the only woman that she killed, was her mother.
Yeah, I think Maki did actually kill her mom. Her mother was still alive, but she's the one who did that damage to her, I believe.
I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah, it's not.
But either way.
But that one scene when she's like massacring her family and that one kid like trying to hold her back, like, Sensei, you have to deliver the finishing blow. I can't hold her back.
Yeah.
And then like he like does what he has to do. And then Maki like just like walks over and this kid's like blind. He's like, you did it, Sensei. You did it. She's like drops his head right in front of the fucking kid.
So funny.
Oh, and then Bellamy punches Nayuta. Like it's just one of those scenes in One Piece that's just like infamous, where like Luffy like one shots this guy with one punch after they talked all this shit, moving super fast. That like, oh, you can't see me because I'm so fast. Like pretty much happened with like Maki versus Nayuta, and she just knocks him down.
Okay.
Oh, so many good moments. I love
It's
it.
the same one for you too.
Yeah, that's my same one. I was gonna say Maki.
Yeah, that's when you was reading that, because you read that before, way before me actually.
Yeah, and I read it all at once. So
Yeah.
I was just reading that. I was just like, oh, okay, girls going in, because you really don't see girls have their moments, you know,
like that.
at all in
Yeah.
any
Those are family
shonen.
members.
Not in Shonen, yeah. Shonen specifically.
In
You can see it in
Shonen,
other stuff, but not Shonen.
Oh my God, never. Like, look at what My Hero did to every single girl. They'd have their moment and then they would die, or they would get ripped apart or something. And it's just like, oh my God. So like to see her have a whole just section of chapters of just getting at every single person who fucked with her whole life. I was like, this is great. I love this. Good for you, Maki. Slay, girl. Like,
It happens right after Shibuya. Right after.
Yeah.
good for her.
What about you?
My favorite moment is definitely the moment where Junpei dies. Like I said, it was a turning point for me. Like,
Yeah.
I like what's happening here. Like this is different. And that's why like it hit me. Like them, like you said, them laughing at him. Like, bro, like I was like, this is fire shit. I was like, this is fire shit. And then I was let down a little bit by death painting, but you know, it's fine. And in hindsight, I enjoy it more because I learned more about Choso. It's something I can enjoy more going back to it. I was just more confused, like what the fuck was happening.
Seeing Yuji and Nanami just like team up
Yeah,
against
bro.
Mahito
Like it was like the
great.
first time I'm really seeing niggas jump niggas. Like it was like I was like, they're cooking. They're fucking cooking, bro. Oh, your least favorite moment.
That was my least favorite moment. That Junpei dying episode, that was my least favorite. For me personally, it was my
So
least.
what is it for you, I guess, when we're asking about moments? Like, are you just mad that character is gone? Or
No.
do you think that it's, because when I say least favorite moment, I mean like you think that this was bad for the story?
No, me personally. Because, like, you know, for dying everything, you know, obviously, like, it happens. You know, Nanami dying, he did his thing, you know, everyone else dying. Okay, cool. But, like, I don't know. I guess it was just, like, that betrayal of, like, Junpei. I just didn't like it. I don't know. But that's just a me thing. Was it good writing? Yeah, absolutely. But, like, this character who, like, he was bullied his whole life, he didn't get his revenge. He didn't get anything. He didn't get any retribution. Like, he really just died, like, a loser.
He got
Damn.
He did.
Yo, I didn't see her cooking like that in the end. I was like, damn.
He died. Exactly. He died like a loser, and it sucks. I'm like, he should have gotten something. He should have.
He did. Like, you have to remember, like, he permanently scarred and disabled that one bully who was like putting cigarettes on his forehead, and the teacher who used to like ignore all of this was like, I'm changing for the better, like I'm not going to be like that anymore. So like Junpei did have an impact at the end, like
but not, it didn't help him though. He don't care, you know. So
that's true.
That's why it might be your favorite, but it's my least favorite.
It's overall like what it does for the story contextually. It was like, this is a good moment. I get it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know how soft you are sometimes. Because when I told you Bakugo should have died, you like fucking clutch your pearls. Like I'm saying, like the craziest thing ever narratively.
Because everyone would have dropped it. I'm telling you.
If everybody would have dropped it, you should drop it then.
No.
You don't even deserve to watch manga anymore.
I promise you, I would have had more respect for Horikoshi if he killed off Bakugo.
If My Hero fans would have dropped it, I would have been like, then don't watch anime or manga ever again.
No.
Ever. Banned.
I agree when they said he shouldn't have faked it twice, but he shouldn't have killed him. That is just lazy writing.
That's not... All right, whatever.
Anyways, going back to JJK.
My least favorite moment of the series, I don't want to sound like a fanboy, but when Gojo died. I felt when Gojo died... Guys, I'm telling you, the copium in the community was so real for weeks.
I believe it.
Oh, trust me, we had to see it.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Couldn't hide it. Couldn't hide from it.
I was spoiled on Twitter.
Didn't even read it yet.
It was, I just like felt like Gojo was on such a high. He turned it around, hit Sukuna with another black flash, whites of his eyes, reverse curse technique replenished. And then the next chapter sliced in half. I just felt like it came out of nowhere.
Well, as somebody with a little bit of common sense with Shonen, he wasn't supposed to win that fight.
No, of course. But the way his death came about, I just didn't like it.
So it was more like just how it happened, not
how it happened. And I felt like that was probably lazy writing to kind of just get Gojo out of the story, because with so many like binding vows that people
they were vowing to death. That's what I was like,
everything.
I don't care anymore. Just show the hands and the moves. Stops and another black flag and another they did another binding vow and then bro.
It was
telling me that Gojo couldn't like do a binding vow where he like sacrificed his 6 eyes to like buff his reverse.
There's a binding vow for anything. I'm about to binding vow to pay my rent.
Facts.
So that I think was like lazy writing. I didn't like it. That's me. Gojo's death was my least favorite moment. And again, I don't want to sound like a Gojo glazer, but
on the opposite, I'm gonna sound like a crazy hater because the fact that Geto was actually Kenjaku, I hated and hate till the end.
Really?
I just think that Geto would have just been the better villain. I said it before. Like I think what Kenjaku offered was good. I don't think that Gege did a bad job with Kenjaku's character. It was just more disappointing that Geto didn't really get to like be the fucking issue, especially because like he was like really mad and he had more convictions for what he wanted to do by the end of Hidden Inventory than Kenjaku seemed to have had with his thing. He was just dicking around.
Yeah, he was bored.
He was just dicking around. Sure, it could ripple effect if you remove that. You could say, well, then who was going to prepare the Cullen games? Could have still been Geto. Well, then who was going to do UGB? And who cares about UG being fucking related to? It's not that deep, honestly.
Kenjaku could have like come in a different way.
Yeah.
Or maybe he could have taken over Geto. Maybe Geto could have taken his good part of the story. Maybe Geto could have died in Shibuya and then Kenjaku takes it over or something.
Maybe I might write some crazy shit. This might be bad. But hey, if you was going to maybe get rid of Gojo earlier, maybe let him have Gojo's body. I don't care.
Maybe.
That would have been
pretty cool.
That would have been fucking like
Actually,
If
yeah.
you was gonna get rid of Gojo earlier, that way you get Gojo out the way as like the person that's just stronger than everybody, and give it to Kenjaku's body, who doesn't know how to handle maybe everything Gojo got going. I'm just like spitballing here, but to have a Geto and Gojo reunion, but like, you know what I
In
mean?
reverse, because what if Geto came back, like when Gojo told him, like, you gonna let him take over your body like that, and he comes back, but then he takes over Gojo. Then what happens?
Maybe gets Geto to switch sides and be like, I don't really like that somebody's in Gojo's body.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just, I
You
just think
never know.
it could have been more interesting if Geto was doing it. And then in the end, yes, we do have to fight Sukuna. Maybe let Sukuna be the one to actually end up killing Kenjaku because he's fucking tired of him, or like, I don't know. And maybe we could have got rid of the whole fact that you guys wanted, what's this shit called? The awakening, the death awake. What are you calling this?
What are you talking
The shit
about?
that what's it Kenjaku was trying to do at the end of the day?
The merger.
The merger.
the
There we go.
merger.
I didn't know. I couldn't even think of the name.
Yeah.
Like, maybe we could have introduced that merge idea, because the way that y'all are fucking stuck on that in the community, the merger happening, I'm like, why would you want the worst possible thing in the story
Annoying.
to happen?
Yeah, I
And
never.
then just fight for you guys are being masochists. Like, y'all are taking this
Yeah.
edgy shit too far. Like, that's the worst possible ending, and you just want to see them try to get out of it. You know how many ass pulls he's gonna have to do to fucking get out of the merger happening?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't make sense to me. But Geto not being actually Geto is one of the most disappointing things.
Okay,
for
makes
me
sense.
overall. So final question before we finally get everything done with, like, what's the one thing, or two, whatever, that they could have done better in JJK overall?
Just following up on some of the plot lines that Gege completely forgot about. The merger being one of them. I don't need it to be a final battle, but like, you literally just let that shit fall to the floor.
The government.
Yeah, the U.S. government. What, I understand that they stole some Japanese citizens.
No, they're gonna cook. They're gonna cook part two. So
yeah, that Principal Gakuganji's cursed corpse thing. Like, why did you make that into a big deal? I feel like he just wanted to do a lot. He ran out of time. He lost interest in the series, whatever it was.
Burnt out.
At the end of the day,
let's not say ran out of time. He ain't run out of time.
He burnt out.
sure.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he did too much and did not follow through on a lot.
Yeah. What about you, Gimme?
I think I stick with my statement of
Junpei
Nobara should have
surviving?
been in there. No. Don't
What'd you
give a
say?
fuck. He
Junpei
said
surviving?
He said Junpei surviving. I
Junpei
said,
should have survived.
hell
guys.
nah. I mean,
Justice for Junpei.
Justice for Junpei.
I think Nobara should have came back earlier. Like,
Yes.
how are you gonna have a trio with like most of it gone? I don't know. That just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like, and she came back way too late. Like,
At that point, it's like, why bring her back?
why? Like,
She did.
I knew she was gonna come back. Like, I had hope, but
Yeah.
like, I thought she'd come back earlier. Like, goddamn, she could have helped out on the Culling games.
Give
a
us
little
at
bit.
least 10 chapters with the bitch.
something.
Give us something, bro.
Something. Come on. So yeah, that's my.
Yeah, for me, it's always been my issue with the series, the pacing. That's all it is. Just too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Could have had the same amount of chapters, 271, and it could have just, slowed down a couple more moments. You could have, instead of fucking showing Yuta fight a whole bunch of random dumb motherfuckers who don't even matter at the end of the day, that all of those pages could have been a little fake little filler arc.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been something. Same amount of chapters. That's why I don't want to say ran out of time. It's just like, no, you use what you had, like the time you had, and just focused on keeping the train moving like a bullet train the whole time. And it is what it is. That'll always be my issue with the story. But
Which is fair.
I hope that in the anime they continue doing small shorts at the end, like they used to in the first season.
you really get a kick out of them shows.
Those are
huh?
nice. That's the only filler stuff we're ever gonna get.
But like, those
So
ain't filler. It's just information.
It's nice.
Every series does it. It's just a
not every, but
almost-
not
One
not
Piece
anymore.
started doing it. Not everybody.
My
does it.
Hero never did it.
I don't think you watch enough shonen.
I don't know.
It's common. It's very common. Like
Black
somebody
Clover did
talking.
it.
I know Demon Slayer does it. Yeah,
It's a very common.
it's
show.
nice.
It's cute.
Yeah, but they stopped it for like the last season, so that's why I'm like, I hope they bring it back.
There was nothing cute going on.
I know. That's why I'm like, gotta bring up the energy.
There ain't nothing cute gonna be happening either. We read it already.
I know.
Yeah.
Still hoping.
So final ranking, guys. Now that JJK is over as a series in its entirety, what are you giving it out of 10? And then we'll get out of here.
I still give it an 8.
8.
Yeah, for sure. I still really like the series.
Okay.
Overall, I thought it was a great time.
All right.
It's an entertaining read. I think it's better than a lot of other series out there, but it's definitely not the best.
Do you
But
think it's a top 20 series?
manga or anime? That's a loaded question. I think
I think as a story, as a story.
Oh, as a story,
Don't like I
No,
don't want the animation to be part of, because it's just not fair to so many other stories.
It's not top 20. It's not. It can't be.
Okay.
It can't be top 20.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Story wise.
What about you, Kimmy?
I think overall, I'm seeing 8 out of 10.
8
I
out of
think
10.
just like the enjoyment of the characters. Obviously, the story's not complete, but like giving the anime into it with like the animation style, the fun shorts at the end, the little tidbits we get here and there on the extras, and just like the community coming together. I think with everything it's contributed, 8 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely lower than you guys. I'm not going to disrespect the series and say that it's horrible. I don't think Gege is a bad writer by any means. I just think that just disappointed. The disappointment kind of just really hits hard, and my disappointment doesn't come from me being a stan either. It just comes from seeing early glimpses of something special be completely thrown to the wayside.
Yep.
Once you get to the Shibuya arc, in my opinion. So overall, 7 out of 10. If more time passes and I'm going to end up pricing more other series in the future, it won't go up, but it could go down. You know what I mean? Just because things are going to keep on changing, and just the story that was told wasn't special enough.
Okay.
Yeah, if the story was better, it'd be a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an 8.
Maybe.
Then I don't know what else you're looking for.
Maybe an
I had great characters, had great fights, but the story was lacking. Was it the artwork?
Better story.
It's different issues. Like it's just
Yeah.
how, I don't know what could have fixed it. I don't know if anything would have got to a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Nothing's really a 10 out of 10. One Piece is not even a 10 out of 10. I love One Piece of Death. It's not a 10 out of 10.
It's a 9 out of 10.
Biased 9 out of 10, but respectfully, in regards to the story, it's probably a 9 out of 10. But there's a little bit of like, you gotta really love this shit to be a 9. But I think if I was just like a casual fan, it's probably an 8 to most casual One Piece fans.
Okay, so 7 out of 10 for JJK.
Yeah. Nothing like that.
Not bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Danny, you want to send us off? Give us final words to JJK fans. You're the longest running fan here. So, just like Kimmy did her goodbyes to My Hero Academia, give us your goodbyes to JJK and then send us home, man.
Don't be surprised if there's a part 2.
Oh my God,
bro.
Listen, I'm just saying the room is out there. If Gege does another series,
we're saying goodbye. I literally said say goodbye.
JJK, I've been reading it for the last 5 years. It's again sad to see another weekly series go, but there are a lot of others that are here to fill its shoes. I was happy to be along for the ride. I was happy to review it with you guys on those live streams, talking about it here on the podcast, debating the highs and the lows of the series. It's great. At the end of the day, it's a great series to talk about. It's a great series to cosplay. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what Gege Akutami comes up with next. I will 100% be there for whatever it is that he does. I support you 100%, and I hope you grow into the mangaka that I know you can be.
Yes.
Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the Moon Piece podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you liked it. It's definitely ran a little bit longer than we expected.
Way longer. Literally double the time.
Yeah.
We had one job.
We haven't seen each other in weeks, so we had a lot to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and tune in for the next episode.
See ya.
Deuces.
Like.